Can you all hear me now? Hopefully we can hear me now. Hello, Alex. Welcome, Colt. Hello, Andrew. What's up, y'all? I'm turning it down because I think I'm really loud. I mean, I'm loud in general, but like, I think the microphone's on now. Of course, the first stream of 2026, we're legitimately gonna be like having the audio problems and all this kind of stuff trying to do that, but yes, you can hear me now? Okay, thank God. All I was saying was hello to everybody who's here at our 7 p.m. start time. We're doing 7 p.m. since 2026. Hopefully we stick to it. New Year's resolution. I've been doing fun gaming things over Christmas. Streams aren't streams without some scuff. Truth, my guy. Andrew, what I was saying was that hello, welcome, and I love your joke. I think that's a funny joke. Keep that one. Put that on your list. Alex, what gaming things? You know I want to know, Alex. What gaming things? Tell me right now. Give me the whole spiel, the whole paragraph, all right? I thought you were fake talking and messing around. Andrew, I wish I was that smart. Listen, that I will say, that is, see, the light makes you think I got lipstick on my teeth, but I don't. It's just the shadow. I will say, that's one of those things where that's the theater training kicking in, okay? That's years of theater when they tell you if you mess up, just make it, make it look like you did it on purpose. Because nobody knows what the show is. They don't know what's supposed to happen next. So make it seem like it was supposed to happen. So I'm glad that you thought I was doing it on purpose, Andrew. I wish I was that skilled. Nothing I do is ever on purpose, frankly. But I'm glad it seemed that way. How was your holiday, you guys? Did you have a good New Year's? Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good whatever you celebrate? Or if you celebrate at all? Tell me, how did it go? We had a good time over here. I am in family locations, so I'm able to spend the holidays with family. And I was able to go do the little Christmas event and hang out with a lot of the Christmas family and stuff. We didn't have everyone there because people were doing different times, and we have a couple different groups that go to church and stuff and do masses, so they would show up at different times depending on where you go to or what you go for, etc. But there's a big group of us, and we got to play card games and we got to play board games because my family's a card game family. They're very much they will sit down and play euchre or whatever for just hours, the same game over and over. And don't get me wrong, I will do anything to play games. If that's what we're doing, I'll lock in, I'll do it. But you guys know I'm a board game person, so if I can play some sort of gamey aspect to it, I'm down, although I will play cards the whole time. And I did play cards the whole time, okay? Why did it block you for saying robots, Alex? What the hell? I'm letting that through. Damn. So, okay, this is about your gaming, Alex. I love it. I've been gaming on Warframe. Went from 15 basic characters and 8 prime characters to 57 basic characters and 26 prime. Each character requires 3 parts, taking 12 hours each to make? Bro, how many hours did you put into this game over the holiday season? What is up with you, bro? I mean, I support you. Fucking do it. Own it. I love it. But oh my lord, Alex. Thankfully, you can put the parts on at the same time. Okay. When combining those 3 parts, it takes 72 hours to build because they're robot ninjas. Okay, first of all, robot ninjas is fabulous. I love that. That's fire. That's crazy. I've never heard of Warframe. But I'm glad you found something you enjoy. Is it mostly, is this the point of the game? Is the point of the game to, build things inside of it? Or is it, there a different gaming style to it? Do you build things and then fight with them, or what's up? I know, literally, Andrew, respect to that determination, 100%. I thought you'd like the Mercer last meal video. It was so good. I was skimming through it, and I did quite like it. It was interesting to hear I love listening to people's lives and the things that they've been through and their stories and stuff like that. And so it was just fun to like be able to hear his sort of like things that we don't necessarily know about him, you know? Especially because I come into Critical Role from he is a player, not a GM perspective. In most of the things I have seen, he's been a player, not the game master. So it's kind of interesting to like get into his like actual life and who he is as a person and little details about him in there. So yeah, I did like the last meal video. I thought it was good. I also liked there are clips coming out. Now I don't have Dropout, so I can't watch it, but there are clips coming out of like the I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the show's called. But that one where they all like sit on the couch and they like have little statements. And you have to like figure out whose statement it is. And so those were interesting too. Because I think it had like him and Taliesin and Robbie. And that was very fun to watch those clips come out and hear those stories. Okay, for context on Warframe. 63 basic characters. Oh, so you're close. 46 to 48 prime. Basics are gained through completing mission types across the solar system. To get prime, you have to crack open certain relics and gamble for blueprints until you get them all. Holy hell, Alex. Wait, I want to look it up because I want to see what it looks like. Warframe. Ooh. 9 out of 10. Okay, people like it at least. People like the game. It's got a very, like, futuristic Slayer vibe. Whoa, cool. Yeah, they're all in, like, mech suits, like, armor. I guess I wouldn't call them mech suits because they're themselves. They're not, like, piloting something. But they're all in, like, very futuristic style of armor. This is cool, Alex. I'm so glad you found a game that you really enjoy like this. That's amazing. You always gotta have something. I got Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I recently started playing it over the holiday, and I'm a little usually I don't, you guys know, usually I don't play tactics games for the story, especially Fire Emblem. Like I'm like, okay, the story's cool, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm here for the gameplay. I will say 3 Houses has got me a little bit interested. I wouldn't say in the story because I don't know much of the story yet, but just like other aspects besides the combat. I'm like, okay, I can understand and get down a little bit with like, they have like a whole calendar because you end up being like a teacher for like high schoolers, which is crazy from a Fire Emblem game, but you do. And so you have to like schedule lectures, you have to like talk to characters, you always have to build support in Fire Emblem, but it's like very different from just doing combat. The only thing that's bothering the shit out of me is actually one of their, because they're a 3D Fire Emblem game, is their combat. The environments block some of their combat things. No matter what way I move it or shape it or whatever, it will block certain like colors and shapes because it's like blending together. And I'm like, honey, if I need to be able to see the enemy range at all points in time. And if your environment is blocking it to the point where I can't tell if they can hit me, that's a combat flaw. Okay, I shouldn't have to skip all the way, like, zoom in, zoom out 50 bajillion times, and zoom in 50 bajillion times just to see the map. Because you're not showing it to me on the main combat. That's the only thing that's irritating me. But otherwise, I'm quite enjoying it. Which has made me want to get back to playing our Final Fantasy Tactics. Because I'm like, this game also has issues, but also it's a lot of fun. And they do the 3D really well. Xmas dispatch art on Facebook and the internet. Beep in an ugly sweater, precious. Oh, I'd love to see Beep in an ugly sweater. You'll have to check, Andrew. Date Everything was doing a contest. They might already be done with it, but if the contest goes into January, we should do something for it, y'all. We should make like a compilation or something of every time I get like rejected, but like a rejected versus accepted score and send it into the contest. They're doing like a fan art contest type of thing, but like fan made things. But I don't know if it's still running. It might be over. It's the game that's killing Destiny 2. Isn't Destiny like a first-person shooter though? Is Warframe the same style of like mechanics? Destiny 2. Isn't Destiny like a shooter? Am I crazy? Is it not Destiny that's the shooter? Yeah, Destiny is a shooter. So is Warframe like a shooter? Because I feel like it's hard to kill shooters. Might have gotten... They're both sci-fi looter shooters. Okay, then yeah, it makes sense. Then it makes sense, because I'm like, ooh, that's a hard genre to kill. Might have gotten an amazing set of upgrades for my shotgun. Ooh. Each trigger pull fires like 50 pellets that can do 20k damage. And because of all those shots, its alternate form instantly charges from the headshots, which makes it into an explosive shot, which shoots 10 explosions instead of the 50. The average upgraded is 20 to 30 pellets. Hell yeah! Yo! That actually does sound pretty upgraded. And if that's the style that you like to play in, then that's the way to do it too, right? Like I know when I watch people play horror games where you get like, oh, you start with the pistol and then you get like a shotgun and then you can get the sniper rifle and then you get whatever. There's always like a weapon type that everybody prefers playing on, you know what I mean? Hell, even my comparison for the only game I've ever played that has had things like that is Splatoon. And even then, I'm like, yeah, I'm a roller main. Like, you know what I mean? So versus this gun or that gun. So I totally get it. But I love watching people play and seeing what their preferences are. Like, there's a few YouTubers I watch who are very much the shotgun boys. They're like, these do a lot of damage, I'm gonna get right up in front, and I'm just gonna use everything I got. And then there's some people who are like, I like doing really far away headshots with sniper rifles. And then if I have to get in and brawl, I'm upset. So, whereas if I get the choice, baby, I'm a sneak attacker, okay? I want to walk up behind, I want to take them out quietly, and I'm going to do it to all 50 of them. You bet your ass. If you let me, I will. I will not be in a firefight. No, thank you. Funniest part is the shotgun is only as fast as you can pull the trigger. Really? You would think it would have like a set amount that it goes or something like that, but if it's as fast as you can mash, then I mean, that's a pretty good one. Conventions will be at the former Duke Energy Center in Cincinnati, downtown Cincinnati. I hope you're at Anime Ohio later this year. Andrew, I'm not allowed to confirm or deny any conventions until they post about me. That's all I'm allowed to say. I will say, the lineup, how do I put this? The lineup is not less than it was last year. That's what I could give you. That's what I could give you. So there are a few that I'm also trying to get in contact with. I'm once again doing the hurdle. I'm not afraid to say it online because they won't watch this because they don't answer me. I am once again doing the hurdle of fan expos and Galaxy Cons where I send a message and I'm like, yo, we are successful. We have done this at insert all these other conventions. People really like what we do. Bring me to your convention. Let me be at your convention. And all I get, no matter who I send a message to, is like, fill out our application form. Oh, so you didn't read my message. You didn't read the message where I said I can't fill out your application form because your application form explicitly states 45 minutes on it. And I need the whole weekend because I'm not a panel. Got you. Like, but I will keep doing it because I know companies, it is not those people's fault, right? Because these are companies that run these. So it is not those people's faults for sending me back to the applications because that's what they're supposed to do. So I'm not putting blame on the people. It's not the people. Doesn't make it any less frustrating, right? But I will keep doing it because I know that what I do would be good for their convention. And I know how many people we can let experience something that is this cool. So if you need help with cons down here, let me know. I'm built like a linebacker and can lift. Andrew, you just volunteered yourself. You better be ready. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. I will let you know for sure. I will let you know. No, the shotgun is either fully auto, charge, or mash. No in between. Oh, that's all the guns. Oh, interesting. So what does fully auto do? Is that as fast as mashing would be? I do have a rail cannon that shoots radiation, which you can charge into several million damage laser beam at max, or spam for shotgun spread of like 20 to 50k per hit. Okay, that's a pretty good cannon though. If it's like you can go super crazy, or you can do in between. Oh, full auto is just holding to go fast. Okay. Okay, so that's different from what you're talking about. Got hair on the microphone. That makes more sense then. It's interesting, Alex. The cannon is larger than my 7-foot tall character. I love that. That's got to be beautiful to play with. That has to be so much fun to walk around with a giant ass cannon. I love that energy. Yo! Hi, gal. Welcome. How are you, queen? What's up? What's up? How's life? Thanks for doing another subscription for 19 months in a row. How's life been, queen? What's up? What's up? We are back. We are early. We're going to try and keep this time consistent. I haven't seen you since last year. I know, right? Oh, it's been so long. It's been a year. I haven't seen you since last year. Oh, that's very funny. That's kind of hysterical, actually. I like that. I recently changed the look of my current favorite character. I'll send it to the Discord. Hell yeah. Go for it, Alex. The look when I was Googling the pictures of the game seemed pretty cool. Like, I really liked their energy. Oh, where'd my mouse go? There he is. All right, all right. Okay. So, Rachel, it's January. You know what that means. D&D 101s. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. I fully forgot. How many like slideshows do you have prepared? Like, I guess how many episodes if we're still doing the ones and then the bonus ones? I really don't know at this point. We could probably at least do the 1 hour ones. But how many do you have prepared? So I need to know ahead of time. Off topic, but Outback Steakhouse was sued when a toilet shattered underneath a Florida man. Interesting. People sue for everything. But to be fair, most of those lawsuits don't go through because lawsuits cost money. And most of the people don't have money. So, like, ain't gonna do much about it, you know what I mean? Like, sure, go ahead, sue in quotes. Not gonna work, because you gotta have money to sue. It's in the casual channel. Thank you, Alex. I will take a look when I can. I appreciate you. Minimum, like, 4? Ooh, that's great. 4 is a great number. I love that. That's pretty good, actually. Maybe I'll just, since I haven't had the Patreon up in a long time, maybe I will just release all the bonus episodes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. They can be consistent uploads or whatever the hell it is. Because I've been working on, like, we have a lovely editor for our shorts, but y'all know that I hate editing, and I'm like, ugh, I should be posting regular long form videos to YouTube because that's good for the algorithm. But that means I have to edit them, and I don't wanna. So maybe if I just post those, then I don't gotta worry about it, and it'll count for the algorithm. Who knows? My favorite fact about the character is that they're called Uriel, but they are the demon Warmframe. Oh, cool. Wait, that's kind of fun. It's like angel name, but they're the demon. I like that, Alex. I love the, like, not significance. I'm trying to think of a word. Like there's a reason it's done. I can't think of what the word is, but it's like, oh, it's ironic type of energy. Hey, Theta, welcome! In the time between streams, I have watched the last episode of CR. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts, I'm always interested, Theta. Tell me right now. And if because you're talking about campaign 4, right? Because oh my god, they cut the episode in half in post. You know how pissy I was? I'm telling you right now, if the episode this Thursday is not like 20 bajillion years long, and if my fucking Talsidamir dies, okay? Ooh, baby. Or if Brendan Lee Mulligan gives Talsidamir a bad accent, ooh, I'm coming for him. You do not get to create. Travis and Brendan do not get. Travis is already my dream, okay? He's a grizzled lion man. That's literally my furry dream. But you do not get to give him a solid black lion brother and then give him a bad accent or kill his ass or some shit like that. That's mine. He mine. What do you mean? So like I'm really this Thursday. Ooh, they better watch themselves. I think it's this Thursday. Date everything. Your editor rocks. Thank you, Andrew. He'll be excited to hear that. I think he's excellent. I don't know if it's due to schedule, if it's due to his editing or what, but the shorts he's been editing have been doing pretty well for the most part on like YouTube and sometimes on Instagram too. So I wish I knew the algorithm to be able to make it better, even better than it is. But for only having like 500 subscribers, getting like 3,000 views is pretty good. I'll DM you. Okay, good. Love the date everything videos. Those were fun. I know, gal. We'll have to go back to it. They were doing a contest for fan merch, but I don't know if it's still up and running. They have Hellfire, Demon Companions, Devil, Knifetail, and everything. Oh, really, Alex? Wait, I like symbolism. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you for coming back around to this conversation. I like the symbolism of like the angels and the demons that are happening in that game. Intentionally? Yeah. He's probably going to be fantasy Russian like Tayor. That's fine. He's allowed to be fantasy Russian. Fantasy Russian is hot. But yes, Theta, intentionally. If they intentionally stir some bullshit around what is probably going to be my favorite NPC, simply because he is a black lion with a hopefully fantasy Russian accent, all right? I swear to God. No, I'm very excited though because there was this clip before the last 2 episodes came out. It was a while ago, but there was a clip of the episode when before they kill Casimir, where they figure out that Talsidamir isn't there, and that he's like a different way, and he might still be at the cabin that Thimble and Cadigan went to. There's a clip, which I really love, and probably means nothing, is reading too far into anything, but I love it, because when they find out that information, Travis, who's usually like unless funny things are happening or he's instigating funny things, Travis is usually a very like watching, hi Ryden, thanks for lurking, I hope you had a good holiday, my friend. But Travis is a very like watching, listening player. Like, he'll talk and he'll involve himself, but he's very much thinking of like strategy. He's very much thinking of like, where do we want this to go? How should we do this? What's the way to go? Like, what's the best combat method? What's the best story method? And when they learned that Sid was not there and possibly close to them, there's a clip of Travis freaking out. And I don't know how many people noticed it, but he literally goes, oh, what is all this red text? Oh, something's got an error on it. What's erroring? Hidden in background. What is it? What is it? Oh, it is showing up on stream. What is it? Oh, it's the chat quiz. It's upset. The chat quiz is upset. All right, I'll turn it off. But yeah, there's a clip of Travis freaking out and being like, oh my God, we gotta turn around. We gotta go to Sid. We have to save him before they kill him. Like, they're gonna hurt him. And everybody at the table is like, but we have to kill Casimir. Casimir's right here. We can't leave before we kill Casimir. And Travis is like, but, And then he's like, no, it's fine. Let's kill Casimir. You need to kill Casimir. Let's kill Casimir. And I'm like, that's a beautiful moment, because this is coming from a man who, when they interviewed him about like, oh, how much thought did you put into your character for campaign 4? He said, I literally made a lion man with a Russian accent, picked paladin, and stopped. He's like, I didn't put that much into it because I wanted to say fuck it and feel it out at the table, because this feels like a first campaign again. So for someone who did not put that much effort into his life and his backstory to suddenly get so overexcited at the table, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna love these men. This is fabulous. By the way, recently got a TTRPG book. Ooh, Alex, what book? What's book? My holidays were okay. Working on a potion minigame for SWAC. Hell yeah. How does a potion minigame work? I want to know. How do you play? Give me all the secrets. Is it a puzzle? The Miracle at Ravensburg, a Krampus Tale comic book. Krampus versus the Nazis? That's crazy. Ends tomorrow? It sounds wild. As long as Krampus wins. That's all that matters, man. It's from a Kickstarter. It's called 7. Ooh. How does it play? What is the theme? What is the genre of 7? Is it 7 Deadly Sins? Is it like 999 territory? What's our energy? Because I would be curious on what the vibes are, you know? I'm always curious on new TTRPGs. That's like, I think I already said this, like, last year. But on our previous stream, unfortunately, on the good end, I've been reaching out to production companies and talking to indie filmmakers and indie camera people and indie sound people and indie crew people about making our show, because I want to upgrade it instead of just do it, you know, in a basement at a table energy. I want to upgrade it about making our Catholic horror show. Unfortunately, the lowest quote that I've been given to get everything done is like the budget that I had. And that would not be for enough like recording time. It'd only be for like a day of filming. It's like 10 hours of content, which is not enough. So I don't think we're going to be able to do the show this year because I want to do it at nice big boy quality. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to pay people to do it at nice big boy quality. So that's all right. I'll hold on to it in my heart. And if we cannot create that as our art, as our piece, as our soul, maybe we can do other things. Maybe we can do more games. Maybe we can get more collabs with streamers. I now have friends in all of the friends that Gal had when we did your what was it called? Your like Hallmark Christmas one. Now I have those people. Maybe they come on stream and we could play games. That'd be fun. I do not know. You have friends. Listen, they're your friends, but I'm gonna steal them, okay? I win the lotto. Problem solved. That's right, Andrew. That's right, Andrew. If we win the lottery, all problems are solved. Let's be honest. 7 is set in modern day Earth. Angels and demons have a hidden war, attempting humans to start the war. Humans are Earth. They use magic. I call it the woke of the players. They're neutral faction. They've woken access to spells. So it is related to 7 deadly sins and heavenly virtue. I love that. Alex, I love that. That's gorgeous. That's yummy. Let me know how you like playing that game, because that sounds like fun. I call dibs on them. Okay, let me be clear. They're your friends. They're not my friends. But I can, what's the word I'm looking for? I can, like, mooch. I can mooch a little bit and be like, hey, I saw, you know, like, you guys want to maybe come play my weird board game? And then I can, Magic the Noah it and make a really weird game that has no rules and you guys can all play. Poach! That's the word. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, maybe. Trying to do something artistic and creative and get involved and unfortunately edit. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a few. I was working on, I'm trying to automate the process a bit more because AI is good for some things, okay? I'm trying to automate the process a bit more on editing so that it can at least cause me a little less pain. So I was editing my Reddit video from like May. I have like 2 Reddit videos from like May that I filmed that I never edited because me. And so hopefully I can edit those slowly and I can get those out. And then maybe I'll play indie games or something. I don't know. But it's kind of one of those things, you know? Maybe I'll do another Sherlock Holmes. If all else fails, TK will do something with you. That's true. TK will join me. TK will join me. Maybe I just need to, like, say fuck it to our big, you know, like, we're not gonna do the nice, beautiful Catholic horror that I wanted to do. Maybe we just play regular Daggerheart. Maybe I just pull some people up on, you know, a stream or whatever. We just play some regular Daggerheart, and I just get it out of the way, you know, versus like all these creative whatevers. But I am, y'all. I'm a little creative sponge, and I want to be putting out these beautiful, you know, parts of my soul into the creative space, and I don't like not being able to put out beautiful creative space things. It's making me upset. I want it the way I want it. This is what makes me upset, is I want it the way I want it. And I can't seem to get it done the way I want it. Alright? I need to just, you know what I need to do? You know how Darrington had like all of those TTRPG podcasts and stuff that they were like partnering with to do their shows or do one-shots with Daggerheart? I need to just reach out to Darrington Press and be like, listen, I know I have a community of like 10 people. All right? I know I have 400 subscribers, okay? I know I only get like 15 extra views, okay? But those 10 people, these 10 people right here, right now in my chat, you see them talking, all these people right here, I promise you, these 10 people will be here if you sponsor me to let me put on my Daggerheart show. I promise you, these 10 people, they'll all be here. They'll all be here. I promise. They'll be chatting. You can have 10 dedicated people. Oh my god. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe they'll like fund it or some shit so I can do my show. I think it would be hysterical if that's the case. I'm just like, listen. Because, you know, like the correct company does, they've been partnering and sponsoring with Legends of Eventress and Dungeons and Daddies and people who have thousands of viewers and shit. I don't have that, but I do have an incredible community who will show the fuck up, okay? And then maybe there might even be 11 of us. There might even be 11 of us. That's all I'm saying. Because if we have all of you here at the same time, we got TK and Dadley and Alex and Ryden and Andrew and Gal and Theta and Kimberly. I'm already at, how many fingers do I have? 9? I'm at 8. I'm already at 8, okay? I'm not even done. So we could probably have 11 people. Oh, God. Maybe. Maybe one day. Oh, an example from the game is like gluttony and moderation. So each category has a sin and a virtue counterpart, and they're the same spell category, okay? By channeling the virtue or the sin, or both, you do rites, like communion, giving them the ability to communicate with demons and angels in a tongue, and understand the return. Now there's reliquary if you succeed and beat the spirit demon angels. They're trapped in stasis. Ooh, we love being bound in something. That's fun. You could be a little demon hunter, a little angel hunter. Said item can use bargaining chips, ritual boosters, and concealment to win in other realms. Alex, that sounds like people put thought into it. And that's what you need when you make a game and when you support somebody's new game. You just need thought behind it. I love that. That's cool. I heard my name. Were we talking about TTRPGs? Ryden, you're totally chill. You can keep lurking. I was joking because I have been looking into putting on my show that we didn't get to do last year, but I think I'm going to have to postpone it this year because people are quoting me a lot of money to put it on the way I want to put it on. And I was joking that I should go to Darrington Press and ask them to sponsor it getting made for the 11 of us that are here in this community. Because although there are not many of us, we are mighty and we will show up. And so I was saying everybody's names to count if we actually had 11 people. And I think we do. I think we do have 11 people, so that's why I said your name, Ryden, because I was counting you. We do show up. Yes, you do. That's the thing, right? Is to me, that's way more important than any sort of like, oh, look at the thousands and millions of views I get. Blah, 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 blah. All right, like you show up, and that's what matters. That's what matters. At least it matters for me, because it means I got people to talk to, okay? I would explode if I kind of did explode. When I first started doing this and I had literally nobody in chat, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I had no one to talk to. I gotta talk to the wind. Although I talk to the wind a bunch. But nah, that's why y'all are here, is because you're fabulous people and you're lovely people, okay? Thank you very much. I appreciate you all very much. Especially for showing up at this earlier time. I hope this is okay for everyone. I'm gonna try and keep it this time consistently for the rest of the year. This is part of our New Year's resolution. The other part of my New Year's resolution is I bit the bullet. I got a backstage subscription while it was on sale. So a lot of money, but not like crazy money, because it was a good chunk on sale. We'll see if I even make the like $85 that I paid back. I doubt it, because it should be it's a scam to pay for auditions. But like, I'll try. See if we can at least get one and get our money back. The only reason why it was on Kickstarter was to gain funds to print the books and the card decks. Not sure what the decks do, but I'm interested. Oh, it was already written and stuff. Oh! So it was more of like a fundraiser to get physical production of the thing that was already created. That's super fun, Alex. I love that. That means that it's like an actual, yeah, okay. That means like it was an actual, like time and effort and energy, and they knew it was something that was good. They knew it was something they wanted to produce and make, and that maybe they had like people behind them, you know? That's the way to go about it. Is like, you should be invested in whatever you're crafting. Even if nobody else is invested, you should be invested. And you might never find other people who are invested, but you also might find other people who are invested. You know, it kind of depends. I'm gonna turn on my heat because I'm getting cold. Which is why it was dirt cheap. Like, the book and 5 cards was 35 Australian dollars. That's it? How big's the book? 5 card decks? Dude, how big are the decks? Even in US dollars, I think that's like $50. That's crazy cheap. Damn. Nearly 200 pages for the books? Wow. I'm glad you got in on it early, because that is absolutely cheap, and you're gonna have a really cool, like, independent tabletop in your hands. And we gotta support all our independent people, you know what I mean? That was the other suggestion that was given to me, was like, find people who are doing like indie games like that and see if they would sponsor a show or if they would sponsor a tabletop campaign, because they might not be able to give as much funds, but it would benefit them more to get like eyes on the products than it would other groups. Maybe I should reach out to them. I should be like, hi, I have a Catholic horror that kind of fits perfectly in your game. Oh, because you made a 7 Deadly Sins game, which is very Catholic-y. I want to use it for a horror show. Will you fund us? Nah, that's okay. I am interested in it, though. Does it have good art? Or is it more like, does it have like character designs and stuff? Or is it more like abstract art? Because that's always intriguing. It always makes you want to pick something up when something is good art. Brennan has nuanced the portrayal of the Candescent Creed. Candle Feast is representative of an important element of religious practice, holidays, or festivals. Yes, Theta! I adored them going to the hospital and Thimble being like, can I figure out anything shady from this? And Brennan saying, thank God this hospital's here. Thank God for the Candescent Creed. Because all these people would be suffering and dying and gone if the Candescent Creed wasn't here and helping. I loved that. Because that's the truth. That's a genuine truth. And that's the what makes Wix so beautiful as a character, is like, you can have something that's corrupt and lies and, you know, the people at the top are awful or what it originally stands for is not good, and yet the people at the bottom, the people who bought in by choice, the people who are told the lies that are supposed to be good and beautiful and lovely, are supportive for the good reasons. They're helping. They don't know all the crazy shenanigans that you have a fucking demigod locked in your basement and you're siphoning it for blood and you're trying to gain political. They don't know all this bullshit. All they know is here's people who were told that we know of this thing that is helping people and saving lives, and then healers come in and heal them. They're like, oh my lord, if you weren't here, I was dead. So, like, I loved the nuance of that. I thought it was gorgeous. Poor Robbie being completely confused. I have noticed that with Robbie. Love that man. Love what he does. Love his acting. Love his character choices. All of it. He gets really confused at what someone is trying to say unless they say it very obviously and blatantly. Because he was fully confused. He really thought some evil, crazy things were going down. And I think Brennan should have been, when he started questioning things and he was like, they're like raising people from the dead. I personally, as a GM, and I know it's not for everyone, but personally as a GM, I would have stepped in and said, no, you've misinterpreted what I said. Because that was a little too, like, he clearly he thought Brennan was fully saying something else, and I wouldn't have let that go. They do have art, but I haven't really looked at it. Just been reading the stuff. That demigod being used for blood sounds like Bloodborne, doesn't it? It really does. They probably pulled some inspiration from there. And that's fair. If you're more of like, I'm interested in reading the details of wondering how it's gonna play, hell yeah. In Bloodborne, they have a god demigod in their basement where they harvest his blood, which has miraculous healing properties, but curses the people who take it to become monsters. It's really, really close, Alex. That's very, very close. Just funnier, because all of the people who are stealing the blood, maybe this is the case of Bloodborne, all the people who are stealing the blood in Campaign 4 have, like, Cockney accents. So it's just funnier because they go, oh yeah, we're gonna steal this blood. Like, it's real funny. And it's like an old ass lady who fucked the angel and now just takes all his blood. I love it. But it does sound, it's pretty much exactly what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some inspiration there. But also, to be fair, and by monster, I mean like lycanthropy. Oh, okay. So the people in C4 don't turn into monsters per se. They can. Like, there's one, but it's not from the blood. It's because the blood, like, when I don't know how to put it. It's not because they're taking and using the blood. It's because they're like ingesting it into their bodies, like tattooing it, which then fucks them up because it's like radiant holy light, if that makes sense. But it's very similar. Excellent point about the hospital is another sort of nuance. Yeah, right? Like, and it's one of those things where I really like it. I mean, I have a whole deal, you know, with religion anyways, but I really like, by take I mean drinking or injecting it. Wow, Alex, maybe there was inspiration pulled, because that's pretty similar. I love that vibe. I love that vibe a lot. Hello, Bloodborne, how are you? Yeah, the church thing in the Incandescent Creed is interesting because, the houses are all interesting. To be honest with you, I love the Soldier's Table, and I'm worried we're gonna go to the Seekers next, which I like the Seekers, don't get me wrong, but I really want to learn about the Schemers. That's not true. I want to learn about the houses, which is what the Schemers are gonna be doing. Because I'm intrigued in all of the houses. Because I think Brennan has enough intelligence in building this world that the end-all, be-all, BBEG are not the Taconis. I don't think it's the Taconis. The Taconis are bad. The Taconis are plotting. The Taconis are trying to do things they're trying to do. But I think all of the houses are their own BBEG. The Draconis is out for themselves. They want what they want, and if anybody is a part, like a messed up point in that plan, they take them out and they continue their plan. Right? The attack on Julian's house and Aranessa's house was not because, oh, we hate these people, oh, we need them out of the way, blah, 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 blah. They attacked, we don't know for sure, but I will bet, because Aranessa is on the life side of Fairy. And so if they're the death side of Fairy, they needed the life side out of the picture in order to run the death side. Because they would always be standing in between them. So it's not like, we hate the Royces and we hate the whatever. No, you are just in the way of what we're trying to accomplish. So that's Draconis as a BBEG. But Eisenfasen and whatever the one we haven't really heard a lot about, we really actually don't know the last one. We don't know a lot about. I'm interested in learning the last one because they have essentially done nothing. We don't even know where the last one is, how the last one functions, what the last one's capable of. Are they in the right? Are they in the wrong? We don't know. All we really know is Eisenfasen, Draconis, Halovar. I think that's it. Oh, and the council. But the council doesn't have any power anymore. Clearly. But, like, Eisenfasen is also a BBEG in their own right. Because in their point of view, right? Okay, Draconis is BBEG for trying to probably control the dead, control the passage of life and death. That's super huge. That's major. But again, let's say they accomplish that goal. Let's say they BBEG it, they accomplish their goal, they're controlling that. They're not the type of people who are then gonna go try and get more power, more money, more people under their command. They're not trying to influence people. They don't care about the masses. They don't give a fuck about money. Like, that's not a thing. So if they achieve their goal, Eisenfasen is fine with that. Because Eisenfasen doesn't give a fuck about whatever they're doing. Eisenfasen wants control. They want people. They want the ability to control, well, Halovar's people. But in all reality, Halovar's not people, which is what I found interesting about them. Is they don't actually, like, they don't actually want masses of people, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's the same thing about religion, right? Religion doesn't give a fuck if it has a bunch of followers. It seems like it does, but it doesn't, because it doesn't care about the people. It doesn't care about its people. It cares about what it can tell you. It cares that you're listening. It cares that it can say, well, this should be this way, shouldn't it? And then a bunch of people are gonna go, yeah. So Halovars care about themselves. They care about maintaining their peace, their energy, their power, and they want people to listen to them. They like manipulation. That's a good way of putting it. They want manipulation. They don't actually care about the people. Eisenfasen wants the numbers. I guarantee you right now, when Eisenfasen is going in and saying, get rid of that group, put in our own soldiers, get rid of that group, put in our own soldiers, get rid of that. Eisenfasen isn't interested in having other people follow him, believe him, listen to him. Eisenfasen is like, oh, I have the soldiers. I just want my soldiers in control of your things. And then you will teach my soldiers how to do your job so that I can have more control of your things. I have no interest in converting you to join my soldiers. So Eisenfasen is their own BBEG as well. So are the Halovars. It's just interesting because there's a whole world of different, and this works with the storylines that they're trying to do, where they're all on, West March style storylines. But there are different bad guys depending on the war you're trying to fight. Which war do you need to fight? And that's why I'm so interested in the schemers table. One, because Marisha's gonna get herself fucking killed. I love that bitch. She's gonna get herself fucking killed. I just need to be very clear. She's going to be the first death. And she's going to be the first death because Murray cannot keep her goddamn mouth shut. And I love that about Murray. And I love that there's a character at the table who is like that. Doesn't change the fact she gonna be the first one dead. There's an endgame section in Warframe where you can date the characters. Uh-oh, Alex. That means we gotta play it, you know what I mean? We gotta play every game where you can date the characters. The only one we haven't done so far is Baldur's Gate 3, okay? Because that's long. I don't got that kind of energy. Nah, it's because I've seen it all. So, wait. So there are... Okay. I have to know, Alex. Which characters are you going for and why? What is it? What is the archetype? What is the one you like? Okay, I want to know. Like, when I did the 3 houses, I had to pick a house or whatever. And I was like, ugh, I really don't want to play this multiple times. And apparently I'm going to have to. So I'm just going to go for the house where I like the people I can romance. Even though it was apparently the worst house to pick. And you're not supposed to play that route. Or you're supposed to play it last because it's not good. I went it anyways because I was like, fuck it. I'm going to romance these bitches. I believe that Brennan responded to an insight check on Einfossen representative by saying something like, he's absolutely convinced he's right. Yes, Theta. And yes. And that is in and of itself his portion of evil. What Brennan has done is he's taken different types of bad guys and made them all in this universe. And I adore that because now they each can go after the different types of bad guys in whatever order or whoever gets drawn to whatever character. That was smart, not having just one BBEG. Because, hi Fox Daddy, welcome, welcome, welcome! How are you? How was your holiday? Because Theta, Einfossen is such an interesting villain to me. Don't get me wrong, I love how scary and deadly the Draconis are. The soldiers are gonna be fucking dead if they run into Univir. I love that, right? The Halo Bars are a silly, funny type of bad guy. That's really interesting, I love that. But Einfossen is the type of villain that I'm interested in, which is why I want to watch the Schemers Table. Specifically for Einfossen, which is crazy. Because exactly as you said is like the exact quote from Brennan. This is a man who believes he should be in charge. He will never and does not see himself as a bad guy. What do you mean? I know how to lead a soldier. Why wouldn't you not make me the captain? I know how to lead a nation. Why would you not make me the king? Show me someone who is better at leading it than I am. You cannot. So why would you not put me in charge? Right? And that is such an interesting bad guy to me. Personally, I love those bad guys because there is no reasoning with them. You can argue there's no reasoning for the others, but there's no reasoning with somebody who sees the reason in their own choices. That's what's intriguing to me. Because it's like well, sure, people disagree on things all the time. I understand that your emotions make you want to keep these people employed, but if I have people who can do the job better, they should be the ones employed. You might disagree with me, but I'm taking the correct course of action. You know what I mean? Like, that's so scary, and it's so, I love it. You spent Christmas with your nieces and nephews? Yay! Aw, Fox Daddy, I'm sending you so much love. How were your Santa gigs? Did I ask this last time you were here? I can't remember. It's been so long. There's a specific syndicates or guilds, and this one area is like a time travel situation. Okay. Takes place in year 1999. Hell yeah. And I'm trying to romance a character called Eleanor. Her VA is the narrator of Baldur's Gate 3. We love the narrator of Baldur's Gate 3. Alex, get her. Get her. I'm sending you good energy. Get her. Oh yeah, it was closer to it is obvious that he should be in charge. Yeah. And that again, we don't really, as far as I remember, we don't know anything about the fifth house. Or the fourth house, sorry. So I am intrigued to learn about that house, but Eindhoven is just so, because also as far as we understand, from what we understand, he straight up is just a human man. He's just a human soldier. So, in a world where, like, I get magic isn't everywhere, but in a world where there's a wizard school, there's a giant angel chained up in a basement and people have magic that can kill people because of it. There are Taconuses who literally can fucking snap a neck and use necromancer magic. To be a man, a human man with no magic, and have those kind of balls to walk into a place, a fucking soldier's camp, and be like, yes, I should be in charge. I don't understand why you don't think I should be in charge. That's terrifying, okay? Humans are just genuine human man is always the scariest, and I will fight for it. I'm so intrigued by him. Brennan also jumps into his characters really well. He embodies them and what they're gonna say explicitly well. Sometimes the silly NPCs he doesn't, but usually he does for the baddies. And I love watching that switch. I did one with the Grinch and it was fun. The kid loved him more than they wanted Santa. Yay! I'm glad the kids still love the Grinch. Oh my goodness. But I did get to do 2 gigs as the Grinch, and those were so fun. I was given a chance to do more acting with the Grinch than any other mascot I've done so far. Hell yeah! Let's go, Fox Daddy! Things are looking up. They are going up in your direction, okay? Oh my goodness, I love that! I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. The Grinch has to be so much fun. I mean, he's so... I don't even know the words. He's so, like, mean in a positive way that it's fun to get scolded. Kind of like getting scolded by, like, the Disney villains. Yes! Oh my goodness. I'm sending you so much love, Fox Daddy. But yes. Anyways, I know we're talking too much about Campaign 4 because I'm so in love with it. Please continue to give me your thoughts and all that stuff. By the way, have I just ruined my hopes and dreams? Is there a Campaign 4 episode this week? Is there a Campaign 4 episode this week? Because if there's not, I'm gonna be so sad. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I'm skipping too far ahead. What would it be? It would be the 8th? Oh no, is there not one this week? Have I made myself so sad? Oh no. Oh my god, it doesn't return until the 15th. Ah, that sucks balls, bro. Whole ass another week? Damn. It better be good. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed if it's not good next Thursday. Oh my god. I had to do a ton of body acting as these are non-speaking roles. That's right, Fox Daddy. I remember you telling me that they're like, you don't get to chat. You have to stay silent in there, so you gotta do a lot of like big body movements. And the Grinch would have a lot more of those than anything of the other costumes, right? Because he's a very, Jim Carrey for one, is a very like physical actor. So he in the movie, in the film, does a lot of physicality. But also when you're being more of like a dramatic, like angsty sort of character, you could do all those movements. So that's fun. I'm glad that you really got to like engage your muscles with that and be more all over the place. I love it. I definitely stole much of my movement. I mean, you have to, you know? That's the point, is you're embodying the character. You're not trying to do something new. You're the Grinch. You got to do it the way it was done, you know? Sometimes that's the job. The job can be impersonating. The job can be, impersonations is a job. And that's a good job. Thank you very much if you're good at it, okay? I stole much of my movement from Jim. Yeah. Hey, Jim Carrey was crazy with it, bro. Some people are just character actors. Like, I personally, maybe this is a hot take, I personally think I am a character actor. Like, that style of creature character actor. They just don't cast women in those roles. Let's be blatant right now. They don't. And also, it's hard to get those opportunities. But I sometimes you can recognize like a creature or a big character performer in people. Jim Carrey's one of them, man. He is big, over the top. You know, let him sit in something and become a thing that doesn't exist in real life. And he just does it so well. He masters it. It is incredible what he is able to do. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes people are just that way. Benedict Cumberbatch is one of them. Even if he doesn't want to be, he is one of them, okay? There are a couple people that are very much like that. My king is Andy Serkis. We love Andy Serkis. Okay, that's my man. Yeah, a lot of people like that. And you kind of get a taste of it, which is really fun, Fox Daddy, because you get a little bit of a taste of it by doing the body movement, you know? Hi, TK! Welcome! TK, how was your holiday? Did you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and all the other things, TK? How's it been? I got to do the voices for my Grinch for the staff while getting ready for the gig. The lady who hired us loved my Grinch, and it makes me even sadder I couldn't do my Grinch voice. Aww. But hey, she liked the voice, you know what I mean? And all of your staff and all the other rest of the staff loved the voice. That's all that matters. Because now you've shown them you can do it, for one. But you've also, in return, gotten feedback that it is good. So if you get other gigs as the Grinch that are looking for someone to match the voice, you can. You know what I mean? So you get all these really cool things, which is fun. I love that. It was good. How are you doing? I'm doing well. We are starting 2026 on our new stream time. I'm hoping I stick to it. We'll see. And hopefully it helps with my sleep schedule. That's the goal, is I'm trying to help my sleep schedule to be sleep earlier and awake earlier. We'll see if it works. But my holiday was fun. I got to play board games and card games with people, and I got to teach people new board games and card games, which are things that I love. And I love very much. And yeah, we just kind of been chilling and chatting about all the stuff we did. The games and stuff that we got over the holidays. Anything, you know, fun and enjoyable like that. Actually, speaking of games, y'all know I love Zelda, and I learned recently that I don't have the GameCube versions like I thought I did of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which are my two big boy games. Okay, Twilight Princess is my favorite, and Wind Waker's like second place. And so for Christmas this year, my sister, Brianna, not only bought me Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, the GameCube versions, with all of the fucking guides in the front. All of the paperwork, original boxes, everything, yo. She also bought me a fucking GameCube. And a controller. Bro. Sister of the year, okay? And in return, I got her something she wanted. Bombas socks. Bombas, sponsor me, please. I see you sponsoring every YouTuber and their mother. Sponsor me as well, okay? We love your socks. We love Bombas socks, okay? Please. They're so comfy. They're so fabulous. My 10 people in this community, 11 people will show up for you. Thank you. Andy Serkis is actually the person who inspired me to look into body acting. He's so awesome. Yo, Fox Daddy, I already hated college, and all those people there hated me, so I can say this. I had my entire acting class freaked out and hating me even more because I misunderstood an assignment where you were supposed to, like, impersonate a person and then show some cool things that they do. And I thought you were supposed to impersonate the person's characters. So I picked Andy Serkis because also he's an inspiration to me. And I went in that classroom and proceeded to be Caesar the ape, Gollum and Smeagol, and the dude from Star Wars that I don't even know his name. And I did all three of them, and I'll bet your ass I did all three of them perfectly. I'm not afraid to show myself, okay? I'm a good fucking Caesar. I'm a fantastic fucking Smeagol. Fight my ass. And I look like him too. And they were terrified because they were like, this girl crazy. It was fun. I would have done the same. Thank you, Fox Daddy. Thank you, okay? All I'm saying is I don't know why we keep, not that we can't keep casting men, but I don't know why you don't look at somebody like me who's 5'4", skinny as fuck, literally has a weird hand, and can crawl all over the floor and get under beds no problem, and you don't want to cast me as a creature? Honey, you can put me on a wire. You can't put that 250-pound man on a wire with all them muscles and shit. You can put me on a wire and strap me to the ceiling and I can crawl across the roof and I'll be the scariest shit you've ever seen. Alright? I weigh less than dogs. So, like, yes, Theta Snoke. Thank you. I don't watch Star Wars. I have no concept whatsoever of Star Wars or anything about Star Wars. I just had to pick a third character that he played, so I picked Snoke. So I impersonated him, and I will admit I probably did a bad job on that one. But I'm a good Smeagol and Gollum. I'm like the best Smeagol and Gollum, okay? You can fight me. Oh, Lord. But yeah, I want to take some, like, motion capture stuff and some creature, what are they called? Creature, like classes, I guess. Try that stuff. I think that's why I never got into stage acting, because you can't body act a certain way. Everybody wants to do Shakespeare. That's why they laughed me out of film. Is because I passed, but every review I would get, because when you're in acting college, you have to, your exams are scenes. And they're pieces. And every scene exam that I would get, my partner would get perfectly fine notes, and my notes would be, you do this weird. Your face does this when you do that. Your arms do this when you do that. Your body is weird in this, like, when you do this thing. I'm like, okay, like, what do you want me to do about it? Which, by the way, are already shitty notes, because let me be very clear, you shouldn't be giving notes unless you know how to fix it or can lead them to somebody who can. Because guess what, bitch? I know. I've yet to met somebody who can fix it. So, what the fuck you telling me for? Like, yeah, literally the laughing emojis are correct. Because everybody else would get normal ass notes of like, you know, I need you to feel a little bit more like this. Let me be clear, I never once got a note on feeling. So my feeling, that's, you know, the part that they tell you is actual acting. The part that they tell you only matters when you go to audition. Oh, it's totally fine if you mess this or that up. You just need to, you know, really feel it and be in it. As long as you're doing that and you're being you, you'll book roles. Fuck that shit, that's a lie. Alright, because I never once got a comment on any of that. It was all physical nonsense, so don't even come at me, bro. I was away from the keyboard for a moment. Have you mentioned that Alex Ward is a creature performer by profession? I didn't mention it yet, but you're correct, Theta. Now, he makes sense. I'm not gonna, listen, it's not just because I have a bias for Alexander Ward. I do have a bias for Alexander Ward. Alexander Ward, please teach me how to do it. Let me be your weird goth apprentice. I beg you. But nobody said that to him. I swear to God. Don't anybody, I'm gonna look so pathetic. Don't do that. But he makes sense to be a creature performer because look at that man. He's crazy tall, which is like the opposite. You either want super, super small and like little boy proportions that I have, you know, like a little England 12-year-old boy, like fucking the Crutchy from Newsies, which is me, or you want skinny, tall, can act really freakishly man. And that's what Alexander Ward is. So we're two sides of the same coin. You know, just at opposite ends. Clipped and sent? Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not, okay? I do not need that man know that I'm trying to follow in his footsteps. No, thank you. He will clown on me so hard. Stage acting looks fake because you have to always stand a certain way so the audience can see and hear you, but body acting looks so much better to me. Here's the other thing, right? Let me be very clear with stage and theater and stuff. If it looks and feels fake, like what you're talking about, Fox Daddy, it's one of two things. It's community or children's theater, because those are volunteers and they didn't go to school and they don't have the energy or the time or the mental capacity to learn how to do it correctly, or that's a bad director. Those are the only two options for how that occurs on a stage. Let me be very clear, because I love theater. I would love to get back into theater. It is extremely fucking hard because of how gatekeeping it is. But if that is what things look like, it's not like, oh, you know, volunteer community or children's theater, and I do mean high school theater as part of children's theater, it's because your director's bad. You as a director should be able to stage a performance that does not feel that way. That you don't have to cheat and turn out to the audience. No, fuck that shit. Hell no. You can turn your whole back to the audience and have it be the most engaging thing I've ever seen in my life if you know what you're doing. So, like, that's bad or community. And community's not bad, just to be clear. Community is the best at what they have. And everyone should be able to enjoy and create art at all levels. So just because you're doing it that way, because that's what you've got, does not make it bad. But if you are at a professional level and you are paying people and you are paying your director and it looks that quality, nah. I love that the phrase weird goth apprentice is ambiguous and can be understood as both an apprentice who is weird and goth, or someone who is apprenticing in the art of being weird and goth. Theta, I love that too, because the funny part is, I would do both. I could be the weird goth apprentice and also be learning how to be weird and goth, okay? I got them a little bit down, a little bit. But I could use some advice, I could use some help, I could use some strategy, let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. I liked the Lion King Broadway show, but a couple of plays I've seen feels like a stage play, if that makes sense. Yes. Were they community theater or were they professional theater, Fox Daddy? Do you know? People don't know how to stage plays. You want to know why? Because theater doesn't respect anything but musicals. Because musicals sell. Musicals make money. So if you're a professional theater, what you're doing are musicals. And no offense, musicals are easier. And I don't mean that in like a literal sense. There's a lot more going on in a musical. You need a lot more people. You need a lot more coordination. All of that is a lot harder than a stage play. But musicals have an audience. Musicals have people in that seat. Even if it's the worst production of Shrek you've ever seen in your life, you will have a full house. No matter what those reviews say. Because it's a fucking musical. Alright? That's the crowd. Stage plays are harder because not only do you not learn how to do it, you haven't seen enough to know how to do it, you haven't been on there watching, doing it yourself to know how to do it, and you don't have a crowd who knows anything but feels like a play energy. So in order to teach them and to show them something that doesn't feel like a play, you gotta know what you're doing. But you're 100% correct, Fox Daddy. Most of the time a play is gonna feel like a stage play because they're doing it the exact same way they've been doing it for centuries. Now, if they let my ass in there, it won't feel that way. There are some texts, unfortunately, that will always feel that way because the older you go, there are periods in there that are not true to this, but for the most part, the older you go, the more traditional the language. And the part of the thing that can make plays feel like a stage play is the language. Because most musicals use modern language. And I don't mean modern language as in they're saying 6, 7. No. I mean modern language as in, like, we're not at, like, a lot of older plays and productions will be like, Miss Calgary, I have seen that you do not know where we are going today. Shall I assist you in blah, 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 blah? And you're not technically allowed to change that language. Technically, that's illegal. Even if you contract a word, that's technically illegal. Now, obviously, you should do it because fuck copyright. But technically, it's illegal. So they get on a lot more of a than musicals do. So a lot of times, language can make you feel like a stage play. And sometimes that is a hindrance. Sometimes there is no getting around it because of language, right? But if you're willing to go, like, more abstract, more convoluted, more crazy with it, instead of true down to the roots, then you can get around it. One play admittedly was on a cruise, and the other one was Cirque du Soleil Avatar. Yeah, you know what? I really should see other plays outside of musicals. I highly recommend it. And it really does depend. Sometimes, 0.1% does depend on the show. But as an example of something that's an older piece with older language that can be done in a way that does not feel like a stage play, when I was in school, I'll give credit to this one. When I was in school, they put on A Doll's House Part 2. You might know A Doll's House. You might have read A Doll's House. There's a play called A Doll's House Part 2. It is exactly the same language. It's old. It's fuddy-duddy. Everything they do is annoying, like typical stage lighting, etc. These people said, okay, we have to follow the language, so everything else that's put in this play that we don't have to legally follow, we're going to do abstract. So all of the furniture was cubes. It was like black or brown or white cubes. And all of the lighting was like crazy blues and greens and reds. And all of the outfits were like time period outfits. But like if you go to hang up, a coat, it like falls to the floor because it's a fucking cube. So it's like, it was this really cool interpretation where it didn't feel like a stage play. It felt like you had walked into a museum and you had stepped into like, what's his name? Not Picasso. The guy who, I know Picasso does kind of blocks, but I mean the other block guy. It felt like you had walked into a live version of that painting where these people were just existing in a universe that you were like, what the hell is going on? And it was really cool because it didn't feel like a stage play. You know what I mean? I'm hitting my headphones. This seems as though it only applies to works written in English. Works written in ancient languages can be translated into contemporary English. Yes. I will say, right, like, English is the only language I speak, so I've seen very few plays or musicals that are not in English. I've seen some. Mozart, I've seen Mozart. I've seen Death Note, of course, that one's my favorite. I've seen the French version of something in French, but I don't remember what it was. And stuff like that. And there's traditional theater, right? Stage play means different things to different people. To your point, Theta, I've seen like I want to say it's Japanese, like a traditional Japanese thing. And to them, that is our stage play feeling. And the Western stage play feeling is new and different and interesting. Because they're traditional, they're old, it always feels the same way, is the masks. It's the drumming music, right? It's the puppets. That's their traditional, right? It's a lot of repetition. To us, that's new, that's abstract, that's cool. But to them, it is not. So it does, stage play is definitely like a Western thing, and an English feeling. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And there are ways to get around it for most productions. I got to see A Grey House on Broadway, and that feels staged. It felt stage play-ish in moments, but it really felt more kind of like you were reading, you know, those novels. There are a couple like old novels that they make you read in like high school that are stream of consciousness, where it's almost like a diary entry, but it's just like kind of got a plot and it's written as if the person is just putting their thoughts on paper. A Grey House felt like that. It felt like when you sat down, you were just in somebody's thoughts and watching all of the things they were remembering happening. It didn't feel like a play. You know what I mean? Ironically, there's actually a guy. There's I want to say he's Russian, but he might be German. Sorry, because it actually really matters for what I'm about to say. I'll look it up. Because it actually really matters, and anybody who's a fan or supports the dead guy would probably get very angry. His name is Bertolt Brecht. Let me see. I think that's his name. Unless it's, yeah, Bertolt Brecht. German. Thank you. He's German. It's really, really important. And the reason why it's very important is because I saw production. He's like an old theater writer and playmaker. I saw production, like in 20 whatever, when I was in Philly, of one of his plays that is, literally using the 1940s mob culture of America to represent the inner council members and working of Hitler and his regime during the Holocaust. And it's fucking crazy. I do not recommend it to anyone unless you're ready for what that entails, because it is as crazy as it sounds. Yes, it is as crazy as it sounds. It is, to this day, probably the best play I've ever seen. Specifically by this group that put it on. I think it's like the Lantern Theater was what it was in Philly. They're still active, so like go watch their performances. They're fantastic. But because Brecht's whole thing, Brecht's his whole genre, he created a genre of theater. Everything he does, did, because he's dead. But you're only supposed to do Brecht plays in this way because that's how he made it and he founded a genre, is specifically done to remind the audience they're watching a play. Thady said, speaking of things I do not know, I meant to refer to things like Oedipus or Bacchae, which were composed in ancient Greece, but usually performed in English in the English-speaking world. Thank you, Theta. That's actually a really good point. Anything that's not in copyright, if it feels like a stage play, you're doing it wrong. And that's all I have to say about it. Unless that you're trying to do it that way, which in that case is a choice. But yeah, you're doing it wrong. Like, if you're doing Shakespeare in a way where it feels like a stage play, unless you're purposefully doing it that way, what the fuck are you doing? It's copyright free. Change it. Do whatever you want with it. You know what I mean? It's in the public domain, bro. So, yeah, Theta, stuff that's in the public domain and has been translated to English like that, absolutely. They should be way different. Food break? Green onion bacon cheese spread between 3 cheese bagel. Ooh, enjoy, Andrew, enjoy. But yes, Brecht, I haven't seen any, I think I've seen one of his other works. I don't particularly like his genre. Let me be very clear. I don't like a Brecht. I'm not a Brecht person. But that production that the Lantern Theater did was so fucking excellent because, like I said, his whole thing is to remind the audience that they are watching a dramatized production, to the point where in his original creations of his plays, you are supposed to have one of your actors in full costume of whatever character they're playing walk out onto the stage and hold up a sign to change scenes. You are not supposed to have crew. You're not supposed to have lights. I mean, you can, but like, you're not supposed to have a backstage. You are not supposed to have transitions. You're literally supposed to have your actors come out and go, this is scene 1, such and such. And then they start the scene. And then when they're done with the scene, they go, now it is scene 2, such and such, located here. Like, that is what Brecht creates. He did it for a reason because of the era he was living in fucking World War II Germany. And he needed a way to, like, satire and fuck with the country that he was living in a way that was permissible and all that shit. but it makes his content in a modern day scale horrific to watch because it's awful. No, Fox Daddy, that's what makes it awful. It is not really a comedy. Yeah, if it was a comedy, it would be a cop-out. You probably wouldn't, Fox Daddy. Like I said, I don't like most of his work. But it's a comedy in quotes. It is considered a dark comedy. But the dark humor, a dark comedy of like 1940 whatever, is a lot different than what current day people think is a dark comedy. Okay? Have you read Animal Farm? You know how Animal Farm does weird things? Things that like don't make sense and things that like are metaphors for actual real life things? You know of Animal Farm. Okay. He didn't like plays and he wanted to parody it. No, he likes plays. This is why it's hard to get Brecht across. This is why it's very hard. And I'm not saying you should like him. Literally, I don't recommend Brecht to anyone ever because 99.9% of people will hate him. And I hate him. Which is why this is funny. So he does everything in like, I know what it's like. Have you ever seen any of the weirder episodes of Black Mirror? Have you ever seen any of the weird episodes of Black Mirror, Fox Daddy? Can be any of them. But just one that was particularly like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And you're like, what is the point? Why is this happening? I think I get the message, but holy shit, stop filming. You ever seen one of those episodes? I like that emoji, Andrew. Yeah, biting nails, that's cute. That is Brecht. That is Brecht, but for theater. The Black Mirror episodes that make you go, that I've seen a couple of the stuff, I like them, they're a great caution tale, yes. So Fox Daddy, the Black Mirror of that time period is Bertolt Brecht. Where if you read a play by him, if you watch a play by him, you will sit there the entire time and go, what the hell am I watching? Like, I think I get it. I think I got it coming in. These are bad people and we should, but why? Okay, are we done? Are we done? Great artistic piece. That's Brecht. Now I have to look into this guy's body of work. Yeah, he's really interesting. I've only read one of his other plays, and then I saw this one put on. I don't even know if I remember what this one's called. I Googled it once before. Brecht play of mobsters as Hitler's men. The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui is, 1941 play. That's the one I saw. Bertolt Brecht. Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui. If you ever get the chance to somehow read through it, please let me know what you think. Because it was fucking mad to watch. Twilight Zone on crack? Got it. Literally. Literally, that's what it is. And I think that's one of the hard parts about theater is the genres that they'll give you is like musical, comedy, drama. And I'm like, no, we should not be advertising like that. When I pop onto Netflix or Amazon or even fucking YouTube sometimes, I get a whole thriller, romance, dark comedy, satire allegory, teen awakening, like anime, whatever. You get a whole shit ton of genres and be like, oh, I think I vibe with this one. Plays do have that. Theater does have that. we just don't advertise it that way. And so you don't go to those things because you're like, I don't need to go see a comedy. And people don't go to see Brecht because they don't know who the fuck Brecht is. And you don't advertise it well. So I'm like, if we advertise Brecht as Twilight Zone on crack or Black Mirror the play, more people would see it and more people would actually probably enjoy it, to be honest with you. Because like I said, I don't like Brecht. Still the best play I've ever watched to this day. Fantastic. I took theater in high school, audio video production major in college. Hey, and you probably got more work out of it than I did, okay? Last thing I ever was in on theater was senior year of high school, okay? They didn't even want me in college. Let's be very clear. All right? Would I love to go back to theater? Yes. I would love to direct theater, to be honest with you. But I'd love to go back into it, just in general. Because it needs love. It needs vibrance. It needs new people and new work. Or at least revamping of old work if we're not going to give new work. Sounds like his work would be considered woke today. Oh, yeah. Oh, if Mr. Brecht was alive today, we wouldn't be hearing from him because he would have been taken and executed as a fucking traitor. Like, him as a man did a lot of impressive shit. And credit where credit's due. He was in a time period where he should have been. You know what I mean? Like, he literally was living under a fucking dictator. I can't believe they didn't kill him. Preach. Mm-hmm. I saw a video from a guy who works in theater, and he was talking about how Broadway is dying out. Broadway's a whole nother issue. Broadway is killing itself. It's its own fault. It can eat shit. No offense, Broadway. I'd love to work on you. But, like, Broadway kills itself. Because it's expensive as shit. And it keeps making expensive shows. And it's not selling tickets because you're making shows for people who can't buy the tickets. So, and they refuse to give streaming rights. They refuse to give recording rights. They refuse to give licensing rights. Honey, baby, boo-boo, if you want to make money, record your fucking shows. Do you not understand that so many people would pay more than the price of a Broadway ticket to get a pro shot of your show? Oh, but we don't want to record productions because then we have to, like, buy the rights from the playwrights and the blah, blah, blah. And we're going to have to give them some of the fun. Record the fucking show. Make a goddamn pro shot of your Broadway musicals, and then, oh my God, your problems would be solved. Broadway can eat shit. How did Brecht survive for so long? No idea. Actually, maybe he did get picked up and killed. Let me see. How did Bertolt Brecht die? Da 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 da. Oh my God, they didn't kill him. He died of a heart attack. Damn. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Oh, he was influenced by Pablo Picasso. So my thing of, like, it's kind of like them being Pablo Picasso, it was actually there. Huh, what do you know? Interesting. Broadway is the tickets are mad expensive. When my mom visited me in New York, she refused to let me take her to a show when she discovered how much I was about to spend. Broadway is a great example of gatekeeping gone wrong. Gatekeeping is always, I won't say it. Gatekeeping is 99.9% of the time wrong. Welcome back, Alex. We're talking about plays and stage plays and a man named Bertolt Brecht and Broadway and all that jazz. gatekeeping is 99.9% of the time wrong in general. Not always, but usually. And yeah, they are stupid and dumb about it. And they're very, just like company-wise, the people are fine because it's a rotation of people. It's a rotation of crew and actors and lights that are all just trying to be in the creative industry. But the company and the money hands and the people who run what's allowed to be shown and where it goes and how they do it, they're idiots. They're idiots, and they need to give their jobs to somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. That's all I'm saying. The original Grinch story was made to go against how Christmas was going from a holiday about family and care to one more about commercialism. Yeah. I've seen the post. There's a very funny post that is like a paragraph of like, you ever think about how that was the point of the Grinch, to say that we shouldn't be so about commercialism and consumerism, and Christmas should be about love and joy and spending time with your family and not gifts and trees and lights and presents, only for the Grinch to now become the symbol for a lot of big companies on how they make money during Christmas? Because they sell Grinch merchandise, Grinch gifts, Grinch wrapping paper, Grinch characters, Grinch meet and greets, everything. I was like, yeah, irony is a funny full circle. That's how it goes, baby. That's how it goes. Listen, you will never, ever run away from commercialism and consumerism unless you choose to do so. And when people can make money from it, they will not choose to do so. Most of the time. Or they'll wait until they've made a significant amount, and then they'll choose to do so. Now we only know the Dr. Seuss book that became a popular IP. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? And I'm sure Dr. Seuss never meant for it to be that way either. But that's how it goes sometimes. And there's argument to be made of like, there's nothing wrong with adapting or creating, or, if you truly love something and it's truly like a story you want to tell and it's a piece of you, do it. That's why I'm not a hater of remakes until the remake is bad, but I'm not a hater of the concept of remakes. They don't bother me in concept, because if you are remaking it because you see a new take on it, you see a new view, you have a new love, do it. I may not like it, but if you've changed it, I will respect. Because you interpret and you change, and that's the good part about art. Now, if you're doing something shitty and there's no love and there's no thought behind it, get the fuck out. But you know what I mean? They make money off of people who reject the commercialization of Christmas by domesticating the critique. Exactly, Theta. Exactly. Just like his book on mass deforestation being seen as a book for kids only. Yeah, I mean, you're correct. But, that's kind of what a lot of kids' work is. If you're making good kids' content, and this is going to sound crazy, but it's 100% true. If you are making good kids' content, you are putting forth ideals and messages that can pass in kids' content. And that sounds crazy, because yes, that could be on the bad side of it. You can be making propaganda kids' content. It happens all the time, right? We get, messages are passed that we're like, excuse me? But we don't think twice about it because it's in a silly little kids movie. So you can do it in a negative, bad way, and it happens all the time. But if you're making good kid content, you are doing that. I just hope that you're doing it for a good reason. Like you're doing something in a good way, you know what I mean? Like, don't deforest the planet, thank you very much, or something like that, versus propaganda. But Dr. Seuss pronounced his last name like Rejoice, not Seuss. Well, he did. Sorry, Dr. Rejoice. We should respect you in the way your name is pronounced, but too late, you've been commercialized and commodified. Fun fact, I love all these fun facts, y'all. Keep throwing them at me. In the original story, he looked like the other Who's. when the animation came out in which he gained green fur to tell them apart. And I will also say, to be fair to the animation thing, because that's a cool fun fact, I will bet that was not a conscious choice of like, oh, if we make him different from the Who's, then we can other him. And that's a good story, blah, 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 blah. I will bet it was legitimately animators going, dude, we need to make him look different. Otherwise, this movie's not gonna make any sense because we can't draw that. You know what I mean? Now, just because you didn't intend something doesn't mean it didn't happen, but still. It's not crazy. Many things for kids are chock full of messages like that. So many kids' songs are dark. Yeah, the kids song I love, I mean, it is to be expected of me. But the Grimm brothers are a love. We do love all the scary, hairy story time messages, okay? Where all the children get murdered and chopped and eaten and all the shit. That makes a great deal of sense. I think that's how EU works in German. Oh. Huh, that's interesting, Theta. Yes, thank everybody for the fun facts. I really love these fun facts. It's so interesting to read about these things and hear, like, details you didn't know. Especially because most of the time, you only learn this stuff after somebody's fucking dead because they can't control their narrative if they're deceased. Speaking of which, when I'm deceased, I don't give a fuck. Just to put that on record. Please make memes and vocal shit, and you can fucking use AI videos. I don't give a shit. Just make sure it's, like, artistic and creative, and it's not strictly to be, like, for money. You know what I mean? Like, make profit off of it, sure. But make it funny, make it creative, make it interesting. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. Like, you know what I mean? That's my viewpoint. I know a lot of people are like, respect the dead, respect the dead's wishes, etc., etc. I don't give a single shit. You're dead, you're gone, you're buried. And that applies to me. To clarify, I believe Andrew intended to say that Seuss was pronounced Soyce. Oh, that makes sense, Theta. Soyce. So, like, okay, so Seuss, Soyce. That's not too far off. Pinocchio dies in the original story. Bro, Pinocchio just has straight up racism. And children's slavery. Like, the donkey things are black people. That's just straight racism. And then children are literally child slaves. And, like, abducted to the island off of ships. Like, a lot of stuff is just like, oh. Like, Jingle Bells, racist. It was made by a slave owner to make fun of slaves. That's why it's a one-horse open sleigh with Jingle Bells. Because that's them. That's what it is. And then, in order, when slaves got freed, in order to make money and keep the song popularized, he took out anything that directly correlated to it and changed the wording slightly. So that, but if you listen to those verses, that's what it is. That's how a lot of shit is. Unfortunately, that's how history works. Germany kids' stories are crazy dark. Yeah, Germany's a fun one. I love, like I said, the Grimm Brothers stuff and all the jazz. I love the ones that are just like, oh, Jimmy is a good little boy. Jimmy always follows what his mother says. But one day, Jimmy saw candy outside. And so Jimmy went outside and disobeyed his mother's orders. Then Jimmy fell into a well, got torn apart by an alligator, sewn back together by an evil seamstress, and then eaten alive. Like, I fucking love that shit. That shit's fire. I did not know that. Yep, Fox Daddy. Yep. Assume any traditional American, like, thing is going to be racist in some way. That doesn't mean, now this is a white person saying this, so please take this with a grain of salt, because you do not, this is not, my opinion is not above actual fucking black people. That does not mean that you cannot take something that did not have, like, and be like, oh, well, that's not the current place we're in. That means something special to me. I'm going to recognize and acknowledge the truth behind it, and I'm going to use it and enjoy it in a way that goes against that and puts it in a good light. I personally believe you can do that. I personally believe that's okay. That's the thing with Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving is a bad, horrid-ass holiday that is rooted in genocide, murder, slaughter of a whole fucking nation, right? They were not happy people rewriting of history to tell our narrative. I personally think that doesn't mean you have to stop celebrating Thanksgiving. Again, okay? Listen to Native people and other people. But I do believe in the concept of, like, I recognize that, I acknowledge it, I hate that, I'm gonna use what it represents to me, the aspects of it I like, which are loving family, giving thanks and being grateful for what you have and who you are, sharing with everyone around you when you have the means to do so. I'm going to take those aspects, and that's what it's going to be for us. I'm not going to ignore, not going to get rid of, but I'm going to celebrate it and put it into a new, productive, and positive light. You know what I mean? And do it in that way and make sure we know. You know the history, you just don't repeat the history. That's what it's supposed to be. That's my personal viewpoint. Our national anthem is racist. We just look at it with modern society. 100%, right? Like, that's how everything is. Things are made in the time period they're made. That's not an excuse. It is context. But like I said, that's one of those things where it's like, what is the core you can take from it? And then where do you go from there? I heard a slightly different version of the origin of Jingle Bells, that the poetic structure of the song was used in many non-Christmas contexts, many of which were racist, but the carol isn't. That's also possibly true, right? That's the other thing, too, is we live in the era of the internet and AI. For all we know, all of these different things that I heard, Theta heard, however heard, could be fucking made up by ChatGPT. Right? Like, so that's one of those things, Theta, where you could be 100% correct. Maybe it's not the lyrics. Maybe it's the tune. Because I know there was something in the one that, when I was doing reading, I know there was something that was like he had to adapt the words in order to keep the, like, commercial rights to it. You know what I mean? When everybody got freedom and all that jazz. So maybe that's what your piece is talking about, is where the current version took out that language. I don't know. I wasn't there, and I'm not a historian, and I haven't sat down, and I didn't go to a library. I do think the earliest precursors of the song originated around the Civil War. That would make sense, right? A lot of things are that way. On a non-racist context, on an actual perfectly fine one, you guys know the da-da-da-da-da-da-da that everybody knows, and none of us know where it's from or what it is or why every single one of us knows it. It's because it's an old barbershop jingle. It's an old jingle. And the words were, like, you know, stopped being used, but it was so fucking all over the place that we haven't lost the tone. But like they don't know what the exact words were anymore. They think it was something like 3 something and a 3 something for a shave or whatever. Dun, dun. But we all know it, and we don't know where it's from. We don't really super know what the words were. We only vaguely know the context. So there's lots of stuff like that, you know? But it's about what you're doing with it and where you're living with it. I heard about that jingle from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's what it is. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. That's the jingle that they used to do for barbershops. And we all know it because barbershops were everywhere. And the words are gone. Fox Daddy, if you heard that jingle, you mean like about the jingle or that jingle specifically? Because if you didn't hear that jingle into Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you are somehow an uncultured swine and also the most cultured person I've ever met. Because Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one of the best movies ever made, and I'll fight a bitch. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is fire. I fucking love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. About the jingle. Okay, good. That's not the first time you heard it. That's the first time you heard about it. Okay, that's fine. But like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is fire. Fire. Okay? I fucking love that movie. The everything about it, the animation, the real live action, the plot line, the characters. I love it. In my defense, I was also a kid. Right, I'm young. Because of that, I was not a child. Not a child when I watched that movie. Oh, that's funny. Warframe stuff from Alex. Warframe in a separate area, same time travel situation, but different location. There's 3 different NPCs. A priest called Lion, a nun called Marie, okay, and a version of the Uriel character, commander of the unit, called Roth is there. There's separate romance options compared to the other group, and there's 3rd. Ooh. I mean, I'm already here for a priest named Leon, you know what I'm saying? Fun fact, that knock I didn't even know was a jingle. I've just always been knocking like that. Yeah, Alex, it's a jingle. I learned it because I was curious. I just Google random things and I forget what they tell me. But one day I was like, how come we all know that jingle? So I just Googled it one day. Did you know there are actually 3 books dealing with Roger? The original author also made a book focusing primarily around Roger's wife. That's crazy. I didn't even know there were books. I'm gonna be fully honest. I didn't even know there were books. I thought they just made that movie their own script and wrote something up and thought it was cool. Fun. I believe Judge Doom says that no tune can resist finishing shave and a haircut. That's it. You're right, Theta. He does say that at the end because they're trying to find him, right? And he goes, the ba-ba-da-ba-ba, and that's what it is. Because it's in the bar, right? And he's like struggling, like Roger's like, ah! But I love the internal concept of that movie, which is a tune can only do things that are funny. So he can only win, he can only lose, he can only like cry, laugh, whatever, if it's funny. And that is my favorite thing on the planet. And I want that idea and that through point to be used in more modern day stuff. Like I loved, this is not quite the same, but there's a Hanna-Barbera movie with like Scooby-Doo and that one superhero guy who's got a superhero dog. It's like a robot dog or something. It was a good movie. I know people didn't care for it, or not a lot of people watched it at least, but it was good. And it was using like in-universe stuff, and I thought it was fantastic. Also, the Chipmunks movie, also really good. Like all of these pieces, when we go back to that core, are really good movies because the people who are making them care. They're not making them for huge ass audiences. And so they're really like fun, enjoyable, thought-provoking, all that stuff. I want those. The movie was loosely based on a detective novel. Oh, that's really interesting, Fox Daddy. I like that. Oh, I think I did know it was a book. Because I remember reading that like in the novel, Roger Rabbit is like a lot worse. Like he does really bad things, or he like smokes and drinks a bunch of shit or something like that. He's like really worse. It's supposed to be like a Toons, but for adult energy. Haven't unlocked the 3rd group mention, but in that trio I'm dating Marie. The scientists you were after, hence the time travel, augment to those people with injections to transform their bodies. They're weaker than the warframes they're injected with, but they completely keep their mind. Ooh! I mean, that's a bonus. If you can keep your mind and also have cool powers, hell yeah. Also, good on you for going for the nun, hell yeah. You're talking about Scoob! That movie was so disappointing and I love Scooby-Doo? No, I liked it. That's probably what I'm talking about. I liked it. I thought it was cute and adorable. And I like the Hanna-Barbera characters. Is that the one I'm talking about? It very well could be. Let's see. Yeah, with Blue Falcon and the pup. I liked it. I thought it was cute. And I liked seeing all the Hanna-Barbera characters. Disclaimer, I've not read the book, but the original was called Who Censored Roger Rabbit and featured Eddie Valiant solving Roger's murder. Oh, interesting. Good to know, Theta. At least it's better than Velma. Velma's so bad, bro. The Velma TV show is so bad, bro. I could tell you some key points about the first book the movie is based on, but it would be very spoiler heavy. The first book, oh, you mean for like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You can if you want, Fox Daddy. I mean, I'll be honest and say, like, I don't really care either way. Because to me, the movie's a masterpiece. I have no interest in reading the books because they're not gonna outdo where the movie is for me, you know? I was disappointed with Scoob because they were too busy setting up other movies for a universe instead of making a fun Scooby movie. That was most people's comment. And I get that. If you're going in for a Scooby-Doo movie, you want Scooby-Doo. You know, you want them. That's what you're there for. So I fully get that. They definitely pulled like a, hey, we're gonna use the name brand of something that will get us butts and seats, even though it's not about the name brand. And that does piss me off too. I don't like when things do that. Like the Until Dawn live action movie, fuck you. You took the name Until Dawn because it would get butts and seats, and then you didn't make Until Dawn. If the movie hasn't been out yet, I hope it fails. Fuck that shit. And if it has been out, I'll bet it failed. So I agree. I'll give you that, Fox Daddy. I will say that, like, you know, it wasn't as Scooby heavy as it could have been. And so I get that frustration and I get that anger. I think it's disappointing, though, because now they haven't made any of the other Hanna-Barbera universe movies, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, they haven't made any of the other in-universe Hanna-Barbera movies, which I would love to enjoy, because I liked Hanna-Barbera. I grew up on Hanna-Barbera. But I get it. I get it. The Warframe nun is called Wisp. Not joking when I say this. One of her abilities is that she opens a rift in space to the surface of the sun, in which a solar flare passes through the portal to irradiate whoever is on the other side. Alex, that's quality. I see why you romanced the nun. Because that is, may I say, fire. I love that. That's a god tier ability. To just be like, what did you say about me? Did you cheat on me? Because I will literally pull the sun here, right now, and I will irradiate. I will irradiate you with the sun. Who is she? Like, there was a sequel being made for Scoob, but was canceled after the first movie didn't do well. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I don't think there's gonna be any more. I don't know. Thought it was a fun, silly little movie. But I see the complaint. Have you seen Chipmunks, Fox Daddy? I gotta show that to my family, because I loved the new Chipmunks movie. I don't know what it was actually called. But the one where it's like a Chippendale movie. Sorry, I shouldn't say Chipmunks. That made people think Alvin and the Chipmunks. I mean Chippendale. The one where, like, one of the two is 3D and CGI, and one of them is still 2D, and they have to, like, solve a case. That is a good movie. And I will fight people on that one, because that is a fun, entertaining, silly little movie. And I quite liked it. And it made some people cringe. And all I have to say is, if you're cringing, you haven't turned on your enjoyment sensors yet. My other romance option, Eleanor, is based on one called Nyx. They mind control enemies to fight on your side. Ooh, I love powers like that. I'm watching Christopher Odd play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. whatever the newer one is. And he has that power that sends all the enemies to fight on your side. I love powers like that. As Eddie goes through Roger's case, he soon learns that someone may be impersonating Roger, and he learns that Roger actually made enemies with the industry. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the books Roger was much more like serious and angsty and not well liked and all these things, whereas the movie Roger is just a fun, silly little guy, and he's genuine, and I think that makes the movie version better. I really do. And it's funny that, like, back in the day, you could adapt books and you didn't need to be 100% accurate and people would still be okay with it. Versus nowadays, if you're not 100% accurate, sometimes people get mad. They get angry. They're like, that's not what happens in the book. Why would you do it that way? Well, if you want what happens in the book, go read the book, honey. Eleanor also has a several-foot-long tongue that has sentience separate from hers. This is an interesting game you play, Alex. I like your game. I think your game has interesting NPCs. So if you romance her, do you also have to romance the tongue? Do you need consent from both, since they are two separate beings? That's funny. I like that. That's very funny, actually. Speaking of games and video games, I definitely want to play ours. I've been waiting to jump back in it. Eddie learns that Roger really did kill his agent and was guilty. And the impersonator turns out to be a temporary clone Roger made to actually commit the crime for him. I remember reading about this. Very convoluted, too much work, over the top, but probably still a good story and a good read in its own right. Different interpretations. Like I said, I like remaking things or adapting things when you change the shit. Because I respect the changes, whether I like them or don't like it. So I like that they took it and they molded it and they changed it and they made a cool movie. I like the genuine Roger better. I think he's more fun that way. But that's also the only version I know. I haven't read the book. To tie this conversation to the previous one, it is a defensible interpretation of the film that the tunes are an allegory for African Americans. Lots of things can be allegories for that. Yeah, on how, like, in the industry, they don't get paid as well, they get overworked, etc., etc. Oh, yeah. Technically, it's one body, two minds. One of them is Eleanor, the other is the tongue, which is connected to a hive mind of techno-organic virus called the technocyte virus, or the tech rot, which just wants to consume everything. Oh. Well, then I suppose the tongue would be consenting, because it does want to consume you. Badum-tish. You're welcome! Okay, wait, I do want to bust out this game. We can keep talking. We can keep chatting about anything y'all want to, because I'm really appreciating this conversation. But I do want to play, because I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy in 2 weeks, and we found out that there's no episode of Campaign 4 this week, okay? And those two things are not equivalent, but at least the Final Fantasy can make me a little happy, okay? So, let me bust this bitch out and put on my joysticks now. Alright. Let's jump back in here, y'all. Can you hear that okay? I think you can. Alright, cool. Slow clap. Thank you, Alex. You're welcome. I thought it was a pretty good joke. I thought it was pretty good. We were about to go do plot because we finished the flashback where our brothers betray us and our friend by killing his sister. I don't do names. And then our friend goes, no, you're just like the rest of your family. I hate you now as well. And now we're back to modern day, where that friend has stolen the princess that we're supposed to protect because we're mercenaries, we're no longer with our brothers, and we have to go pursue him and save her. So, let's fucking do it. The case closes with Eddie finding out that a genie killed Roger, and the clones stayed to try and help Eddie find out who killed the original Roger. Interesting. I will say it's compelling. It's a compelling story, if nothing else. Like a detective noir. Okay, we're in Dorter. 4 units. I really wish you could use more units. I will say that's the one thing I've been liking about 3 houses is you get to play with like a shit ton of units. Okay. 5. Ooh, level 5. 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1. She's 1. 8, 8, 8. Okay. We're gonna take our 1. Because she needs to be utilized and leveled up. He is an archer.
You have my strength.
And then probably go her. We want someone who's gonna like deal some damage here. Oh, cool. We have a monk and a knight and all that jazz. Okay. We'll go with
We're
Eustacia.
sure to win.
Like Eustacia. But the sequel book ruins everything by retconning what happens. Ah, that's an author who was not ready. It's an author who didn't trust himself and his work, man. No wonder they changed it.
No turning back.
A purse of 5,000 gil per head.
Hmm?
'Tis coin I lack, not wits. 20,000. Or you can stick 'em yourself.
Mayhap you forget the ease with which men are branded heretics.
Who are we killing?
Frets, is it? 10,000 then.
Wow, you caved fast.
7,000.
Oh.
I will offer no more.
Fine. Let it never be said that I was aught but a pious man.
Damn.
I pray your newfound piety lends itself not to mercy. They will be here soon, and I shudder to think of your fate, should any of them survive.
Oh, he won't. He gonna die.
No sooner speak the devil's name than he doth appear. You've work to do. Best be about it.
Why do they want us dead?
Gods be good, that's Sir Gafgarian. 7,000 ahead for this.
Yeah, you better run, boy.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
He's got a reputation.
If you'd
on
not
him.
fight, the road home lies behind you.
Oh, while I make no habit of charity, I could not well abandon so goodly a wench to rogues.
Do not patronize me, sir.
I don't even think I put her in our party. Is it gonna switch them out? Oh, here we go. There's a fast forward button somewhere. I don't remember what it is. Oh! Damn! What did he just do? Holy shit! She's a guest. Okay, that's why she's in here. I like Agrius. Oh! That's to my chemist. Alright. That's to Eustacia. Okay. Black mage. So the guest is fine. To Agrius is fine. Alright. We officially have Ramza as a knight. Now, what is my zoom out button? Aha! Okay. Do we have any? We've got power down, so it reduced physical attack power. Alright, so... Zell's probably physical? I think we jump right in with Agrius here. What is he? He's a thief. She's an archer, so it won't probably do much for her. Let's do it to him.
Take this!
I missed! Ramza! Oh, I gotta get rid of the code stuff from the chat quiz. Let's fuck it up. Alright, there we go.
One step at a time.
Ramza, what the fuck, my guy? Okay, okay. Oh, and I put him in the wrong direction because I was doing things. Ay, 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 ay. She's the new one we got because we needed a chemist. But I don't have any Phoenix Downs. Uh-oh. I guess we'll just throw stones. 40% chance to hit? Shit. What about the archer? Oh, we have someone in the way. Damn. Alright, we'll try. Yeah, I'm not surprised with a 40% chance. We'll leave her there.
We can win this.
Alright, Bertram, it's time to do some damage, boy. Time to do some damage. For an... Huh? Why is his aim +2 doing exactly next to him? What does this boy have equipped? Oh my god, he has nothing equipped. Oh my god, he has nothing equipped. Okay, we might have to back out of this battle. Hold on. He has nothing fucking equipped, bro. Oh no. Oh, well. We're gonna have to go back to our save because... Damn. Okay. Yes, Andrew. Monday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. is gonna be the schedule. I got you. Nope, gotta power through. Hell no, Fox Daddy. Hi, Dadley. Welcome. How are you, King? How was your holiday? I just tried to start a fight without having equipment equipped.
Me?
May have been a bad choice. Feel like we should kind of have something equipped. Poison ranges for... Okay. Oh, because Emmerich has it on, because I changed what they are, I think. Oh no, Emmerich's an archer too.
Yes?
Do we not have other bows? Is that the issue here? We don't have other bows. Okay. Oh, but I can't pass this place to get a bow, can I? Locations. Miscellaneous. I need bows, and bows are here. Can I just go past it? No, I can't. God damn it. Alright, well, at least he's equipped now. I do have to play the plot. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll play it. Doing good? Holiday was good? I'm glad to hear that, Dadley. Did you get to do anything fun? Or cool?
For victory.
Anything exciting?
Let
I
us
don't even
begin.
know if we can... Oops. I don't even know if we can win with this lineup because I'm trying to bring all my... like, not leveled up characters
I stand
to
ready.
this fight like I usually play. And I don't know if that's gonna do well, frankly.
We're sure to win.
We'll try.
To battle.
Family dinners, but nothing crazy. Okay. Well, that's better than something
A purse of
bad.
5,000 gil per head.
Oh, I need to... There we go, fast forward. I'm glad it wasn't too, like, crazy or anything, though. I know sometimes holidays can get crazy for people. Did you get anything cold? Was it snowy or anything where you're at? We got snow here. Hopefully they all at least have something equipped now. I think Rachel's rolls a natural D20 with her right hand. One less finger, it's a superpower. I don't think I've ever rolled a nat 20 in my life. I ain't got no luck on my side. Lady Luck doesn't like me. She hates it when I sing her song. Work was a little crazy. Yeah, that makes sense in the holiday season. Now, do you have to deal with, I guess Black Friday would have been in November, but do you have like holiday sales or anything that you have to worry about? We're gonna do, ooh, they changed their movement a bit. He evades me, so I'm gonna do it to her. We're gonna rend hers. 56%.
How about you?
God damn it, she missed too. Okay. Well, now he's got an actual bow on him. So at least we can shoot. I might leave him here, though. Because he's got enough range for it. Thunder and Cure will go off first. Alright, back up. Who's Thunder hitting? Thunder's hitting the tile. Oh. Okay, well that's fine. I don't mind if those go off first. I think that's chill. How much damage does it do? 21, 81% chance. Hold on here because there's someone in front. Okay, so we're gonna go for her. Cold and snowy here. No special holiday sales at Dollar Tree. Still had holiday stuff for sale. Oh, I getcha. Okay, so still probably not the most fun to work, but at least it wasn't crazy sales. You got the snow. You got to be in theme. We love the snowy theme. She's definitely not doing great here. I'm gonna bring her up here. And then, we'll do some fun little throwing of stones. Never mind, we'll go for her. See if it even hits. Oh, it did! We did a little damage. How cute. Move Eustacia in as well. Oh, that's right, she can do protect. Okay. Might do it on us too, I think. It'll only be from physical magic, not the thunder. But at least it does something.
We can't lose.
Maybe it'll work. It's also like a 41% chance. Miss. Ah, okay, we got it on ourselves. So at least she's protected against physical damage here. Which is pretty good. Thunder goes off on him, which it wouldn't have helped him for anyways. That cures the two baddies, which I don't love, but I can't do much about.
That's better.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see. Aim goes off, which is good. Wait, it... Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. I didn't know it was gonna do that. I don't know why I didn't make that correlation, but
Well, I can still improve.
Correlation that I'm not allowed to hit enemies when there's someone in front of them. So if I put my own guy in front of my target,
Taste
I hit
this!
my own guy. Something tells me, we're gonna be restarting this fight again. Oh god. Friendly fire's on, apparently. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
I can't
Although they're doing
move.
a lot of damage. So I don't know. We'll see in a second here, I suppose. Like, our guests are doing a lot. 54 to Ramza, okay. Let's see. This guy's doing fire. Who are you doing fire on? On her. Hers was a death, the other dude was not. Okay, so the first guy is this one. Whoops. So we can walk up here. I don't know if it'll be enough to kill him, but it might be. We just straight up attack. Ooh, 63 damage is a lot. Let's do that. Because if we can get it off of Eustacia, then she lives. Which is excellent for us. So we'd have to bring him... No, she still gets to hit too. Ooh. Maybe we bring him up here. Aim +2 will go on after fire. Can't hit him anyways. I can hit her again, but I just don't... Doesn't deal a lot of damage. Maybe... Can I get back to this mage? Where's this mage? What line is he in? No, I'm gonna be in... Well, maybe if I come right here. I'm putting him in the fray of it, but... Ooh, I can hit him. It won't kill him, but it will do significant amount of damage. Getting out the mages first.
I've
is
got work
usually
to
the
do.
best. Now, she should be able to kill the guy that's supposed to hit her, which is good. Yep, KO. So that way she doesn't
I
get
see
hit by
the
it,
light.
which is very excellent. We can hit the mage in the back, who's gonna hit Ramza. But Ramza's out of the way of her. Oh! That wasn't on Ramza? Shit, that means... Oh, it didn't hit her. Okay, I feel like that should have, but I'll take it. Yeah, going for the archer makes sense. We still might have to reset. We're gonna find out real quick. But these two guests are doing a lot of damage.
By divine will unencumbered, by darkness empowered. Shadow Blade, farewell.
Okay!
Bloody hell!
Fire! He's a king. We like Gafgarian. Damn, he has an end attack phrase and everything. Oh, a parry?
My time is up.
Oh, a death. Kill a bitch. Oh! Can she revive him?
Senses keen.
Holy shit, she can! Oh my god, she's got raised. Wait, I love both of these people. She is awesome as fuck. Holy shit. Boy, putting silence on a guy who doesn't have magic was just not a smart move, you know? Like, I mean, I get that he's got Wrens of War, but
I was
you can do
careless.
a lot more with his sword, my guy, than anything you've got on you. Alright, let's move her up here to kill this chick off. I'm also gonna put her up here. These are our two power hitters, man.
Never stood a chance!
Not the
She
end
and
I
Ramza
choose.
are great.
Time to show off my skills.
She doesn't always live through everything, but she tries.
I won't let you die.
Dion! Agrias is fire! I think that was her name. Yeah! Oh. Well, he's not dead yet! Okay, he's still alive. He got silenced, but again, he doesn't have magic, so doesn't really matter.
Right then.
Alright, go kill someone. Come on, Gafgarian. Yeah, 42 damage. Let's go. Shadow Blade that fucker. Now he's probably gonna turn around and
Where to,
kill
then?
Bertram. Yup, that's okay. She wasted a raise. I've done that many a time. It's okay.
Onward.
It happens. I waste raises a lot. Don't raise him again. You're just gonna waste it. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll go kill these guys. I can kill these guys. That's fine.
It's
there we go. He's dead.
over.
Wow, we might actually not need to reset. What do
I'll
you know?
show him.
That's kind of crazy. I love that. Ha! Not enough to kill her, fool. She's alive.
Spirits of life bestowing. Favor us now with your presence. Raise! On your feet.
Aw, they've got little, like, battle phrases. I love it. Joke time. Why does Nintendo
The journey
require
is never
an online
ending.
subscription
Time to
finish
work.
Final Fantasy 7. Cloud saves. Ah, Andrew, I like that one.
Taste this!
That's a good joke. I like that one. Boom, 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 boom. That's okay. Ramza goes. I hope he can get up there. Oh, her raise wasn't wasted. Because he's actually gonna get to go. Hell yeah. Yeah, because Ramza can't get up there in time, unfortunately. Ooh, can I send him to the chest? Can he get to the chest? No, he can't. She's in front of it. Alright. We'll send him up here at least. Oh, that means Bertram has to kill him or we have to reset because we're gonna lose our person. Which I guess is fine because, like, she's level 1. But I try not to lose anybody, you know? Oh, did I just put Ramza in his way too? Is the tree gonna block me? Oh my god, the tree blocks me. I think I just put Ramza in his way. Oh my god, do we have to reset because I'm a dumbass? I think we're gonna have to reset because I'm a dumbass. Oh my god. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. I genuinely think we have to restart because I'm stupid. Oh my god. Alright, well. Restart we go. I think we can do it though. I think we can do it. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have changed formation. That means I gotta do all the dialogue. Shoot. That's the way it goes sometimes. I always think retries or yeah, retry is gonna be the one with the dialogue, but it's not. So I always forget.
You have my strength.
Alright, try this again. We'll just keep her in the back, because she's
Certainly.
really only here for experience, to be honest.
Time to fight.
Alright.
Forward.
Potion minigame is working?
The purse of 5,000.
Congrats, Rythan! Oh my gosh! How do you play it, Rythan? Is it like a matching game, or do you have? Is it like those mixing ones where you gotta mix colors? I really wish I could skip this completely, but that's okay. We can definitely do it though, because Gafgarian and Agrias are so goated that I'm not worried about actually winning this fight. Just worried about keeping everybody alive long enough to win it, that's all. Ooh, shield parry! Nice job, Ramza. Hell fucking yeah. Love that. Okay, Thunder and Cure. Okay, so they have the same lineup like last time. Who's Thunder on? Right, but who is it on? It's on that tile with Gafgarian. Okay. So, we're gonna do what we did before, except I'm not gonna worry about power rending. I'm just gonna straight up kill a bitch. Death. He evaded? You little bitch boy. Fucking bitch boy. Alright, I'll stay here. And we'll do aim +2, because we can't get rid of the thunder anyways. I suppose we can move her out of the way. We can move her like back here. And then just put evasive stance on. Move Eustacia forward so she can hit. Because nobody else seems to be able to hit. Deal a little damage. Okay. It's part of our SWAT game. It will be ready in February. Oh, cool. Yes, I remember you saying it's part of SWAT. I meant like
Make
as
him
a
pay.
mini game. What do you do? You know what I mean? I will be excited to play it though. Yeah, I guess I can wait until February and then I'll find out. I'm down for that. Oh my god, I did it again! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, and
Oh, I can still improve.
there's nothing
Right
else
then.
for me to say. There's no explanation. There's no excuse.
Taste this!
Good job, Gafgarian. I don't know why
Onward.
I'm in charge. I shouldn't be in charge. I should not be the tactics person. For how bad I am at tactics, boy, do I sure love tactics. Fucking hit my own guy twice in the exact same way. Swear to God, dude. I've never claimed to be a smart man. Alright, where's the thunder hitting? And who's down? Eustacia. Okay, where's thunder hitting? Thunder's hitting on Ramza. Okay, and who's doing the thundering? Erasmus. Okay, who's Erasmus? Are you Erasmus? You're Spencer. Okay. I can't get up to kill Spencer, so I can at least stop the cure from going off.
Down with you!
It's similar to the potion crafting in my alchemy game, but more of a pass-fail with the drag and drop functionality. Oh, cool. I'm intrigued. I will be excited to play it when it comes out. I like that energy. All right, let's see if I can move in a place where I don't fucking hit my own dude. Swear to God, bro. I don't even know what this guy has on him. But I suppose it's fine. Puts me after Thunder. I don't care about Thunder, because Thunder's hitting Ramza. Oops. What does this do? What is the time? I don't know what the time is. 18, sure. Move her up here and try and throw a stone. See if that does anything. Because I don't have anything for her to use potion-wise. Because I have not been anywhere to buy Phoenix Downs. Or to buy potions. Can I go one over? Can she not reach that? She can't even reach it. Alright. So we'll just evasive stance and sit here. He had stop on him. Maybe that stopped him from moving would be my guess. Ramsey gets hit. Okay. I at least get to hit the little dude. Oh, she hit Agrius. Okay. Oh, he can hit from two. He's charming. The fuck does charm do? Oh, it missed. Thank God.
Fun to work.
Thieves can charm, apparently. Is he gonna kill her?
Farewell.
Okay, he kills her. I can do the mage then. Oh, he gonna just kill her. Yep, that's fine. At least gets rid of a target. She gonna kill the mage? Hell yeah, let's go. And put stop on him. Oh, they're so powerful. I love Agrius, damn. Ooh, weapon parry, haha. I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna kill the mage. Because he's important to have dead. Oh, it only does 42? Maybe I let them kill the mage. Maybe I let them kill, but I can't get down to these guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to do damage on the mage. I don't get a choice here. Unfortunate, but it is what it is.
What have I done?
Alright. And then we're gonna send him out to do some damage. 75% for 18, 90% for 24. 72 for 21, okay. Now I don't know if he's doing more damage because he's above. I have no idea, but we're gonna try it. Nice, okay.
To victory!
Level up, let's go. Oh, this might be a death attack. That's a 28. Ay. Okay, Gafgarian. Alright, yeah, see, I knew he could have killed that mage in one hit. I probably should have ran Ramza down. Because now he's probably dead. Oh, no, Bertram's still alive. No, he is still. Okay, they cannot kill my archer, man. I'm in a shit ton of trouble trying to kill my archer. Alright, I'm gonna run all the way down here. And unfortunately, that's all I can do, because we don't have any. I got a potion. I don't have a Phoenix down.
I may not survive this.
You'll be fine. We're gonna move you away so you can make a shot at least. Do another aim +2. Ooh. That means the archer gets, the thief gets to go. So I might have to do a regular attack. So she's going for cure. Oh, cure is not particularly what I want. Okay. Let's move out of the way then. Can I hit them from up here? I can hit her. I don't really want to hit her. They can jump up and down, so there's not much point in, like, trying to get crazy way, and that made it worse to try and hit him. Okay, so what if I just back up? How's my percentage? Still only 67? What about him? Will not hit. Alright, we'll try a 67. I hope it works. Oh my god, he evaded. God damn it. Yeah, he just kills him. Sucks, but it's true. Harry?
Hell awaits! My life.
I hope that's not what she was curing.
Bracing winds of life.
Oh, no!
The journey is never
Oh
ending.
my god, she just healed the bad guys! Oh. Boy, even everyone on my team is bad at this game. We're gonna have to restart. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, bro. Not with a full heal to 2 bad guys. The hell? This is wild. Unless she's raising Eustacia. The struggle is real, the struggle is real. Is she raising Eustacia? That would be my question. She's raising Bertram. Alright, that's a restart. That's a restart. It's okay, this is why I play these games. Because I like the difficulty. I like the combat. I like having to do it over and over. It's why I play with my weakest characters. Because I like it. We enjoy this. I swear. Oh. Looks like the AI mindset is relatively the same. But this time, we're not gonna fucking make the friendly fire mistake again, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna fucking do it.
You're finished! No honor in defeat.
Dead.
No time to waste.
We're gonna put Bertram. He doesn't do much to her. He does better to the thieves. I'm gonna move him up here, I think. No, I'm not, because that is Thunder territory. See? My brain's getting better. We can do an aim +2, because I don't care if I go after Thunder. Alright, we'll try for him. Yeah,
Where am
that's
I
fine.
needed?
She's just kind of a target to be hit instead of everybody else. So that's kind of her whole job. Oh, right, it's not gonna hit him. I'm actually gonna move her out of the way though, for right now, because that way she's not down and we're trying to do it before she dies. Hello, Vermilion. Welcome. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics and I'm bad at it. But I'm learning. I'm getting better. This time, for 2 times in a row, I did the exact same strategy where I friendly fire hurt the exact same unit in the exact same way twice. But I didn't do it this time. This time, oh, she's alive. Oh, God. This game topped 1 million units as it should. It's been hella good. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, did I just put her in thunder range? No, okay, thank God. I love combat like this, and I like having it be difficult.
Much better.
So, I'm not too opposed to keep having to die and replay. Okay, so I basically
Leave it to me.
hit him for what he healed for, but he's blind, which I don't particularly know what that does, because this game does not tell us. But,
Taste
something.
this!
Okay, beautiful. Still a little alive, but that's okay. Someone is blind. I'm blind. Did Garrett make me
Over.
blind in that hit? I think he did. That's good. She's a decoy and she evaded? Damn. Okay, we're all still alive. Putting out fire on who? Alright, let me see if that fire's on. It's on Eustacia. Okay, so I need to be careful where I put her. Actually, do I? Because who's casting fire? Erasmus. Which one of you bitches is Erasmus? That's Spencer, okay. I don't think I can kill Erasmus in one go. Let me see. I can do a significant amount, and then Eustacia can get up there and kill him. Let's do that. Let's do that, so that way he can't do it. Oh! I wonder if Bertram can even do it. You have to get closer. Let's move. Yeah, we'll move up here. And then aim +2 comes after fire. Okay. So we would have to do it before that. Okay, let's back him up then. He might be able to do it from here. They really want to keep turning my map. Don't turn my map, bro. I'm gonna put him directly in the way if I do that, but I think it's enough away. Nope. The range doesn't make any sense. I wish this game was better at telling me how this works, but it's not good at that. Nice, KO that bitch.
Confound it.
Critical Role, best of Laura Bailey. We are in too deep to pull out now. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? She's right and she should say it. Oh, we'll just walk up and do a little stabby stab. Probably not gonna do any damage, but that's okay. 6 damage. Good job. I think I'm gonna move her up. No, because Rams is up there. So I might as well stay down here and do some fighting with her. Yeah, 18's not a lot, but it's something. Alright, he gets
They're
the cure,
already.
which is fine. Not opposed to that. Yeah, the
Time to
Queen Laura
work.
Bailey, exactly. And put out the Shadow Blade. Nice, she did. I think we're gonna win this one, you guys. Holy shit. I actually think we're gonna do this one. Damn.
I have you now!
Bloody hell!
Now, because I don't understand archer positioning, I'm gonna put him over here. Oh, I might just be able to kill him if she's only got 12 health left. Yep.
You're mine!
Yo!
To victory.
We actually did it! Let's go!
We cannot linger. We must find Lady Ivalice.
And how shall we do that? Call out her name and hope she comes running?
Fair point.
Her captors have but one place to go. The impenetrable walls of Fort Besselat.
Then we must lose no time.
Yay, victory is ours! I love it! A flame rod! Oh, a phoenix down, thank God. Oh. Ooh. Wants me to go, wants me to go very far. Okay. Can I buy things from here now? Merchant City of Dorter? Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, tavern stuff. Errands at the tavern. You can now accept errands from tavern masters. These requests, made by the citizenry, require you to dispatch your allied units for a certain number of days, with the prospect of returning with a reward of gil, JP, valuable treasure, or even having discovered an ancient wonder lost to time. Put your units to use and reap the benefits. That does not say experience, though.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
I
Wanna
would
earn
prefer
some
to
gil?
send people for experience. Bandits have appeared on the trade route between Dorto and Golan, and the only student targeting our company's chocobo veins. Please deal with them before we send them.
Who you sending?
Anyone? Because if so, I'm gonna send our low girl here. 2 more. Ooh. Well, we're not gonna end up playing with our high ones, so we might as well.
How
send
many
the high
days for
ones.
this errand?
Possible duration 11 to 13.
Anyone you send on an errand won't be available to fight till they return. Happy with these terms?
Sure. Let's see what it does at least.
Understood. You leave the rest to me. Let's hope for a favorable outcome.
I hope so as well.
Need anything else? Thanks.
Let's see what happens.
Greetings. How might I help you?
Great question.
You're in safe hands with me.
Oh, I can't outfit them either. Good to know. Okay. Can she equip a shield? Is she allowed? Ooh, a white staff. Staff carried by members of the clergy. It can stop death's slow creep. When attacking, it has a chance of removing doom. Why would I want to remove doom from an enemy? Does that mean removing doom from me? It doesn't read that way. They need to be more careful of that. Did not read that way. No shields, huh? Ooh, lots of mage rods though. Okay, well, do I have 800 to get her the staff? I do. I'm gonna get her the staff. Ooh, hoods and headgear. So bring up 315 for 315. 40 and 62, 70 but 32. Ooh. Yeah, a hat made from cloth dyed a deep red. I don't want her MP to go down. I'd rather have her be up because she's a mage caster. So I'm gonna go with the red hood. Ooh. I don't want any of these that are gonna bring her MP down. She's already got a hempen robe, so I'm not sure why this one would up her MP. That seems weird. Silken would do it by 6, which is okay, but not worth it, I don't think. And I like battle boots. They keep trying to get me to put other boots on them, but I like the extra movement. Spike soles of these boots improve one's footing, raises the jump attribute. Oh, intriguing. Shoulder cape does nothing but up some 10%. Sturdy leather cloak also just ups percentages. I think I'm gonna keep with the battle boots. I like having extra movement, I gotta say. All right, confirm.
This is your grand total. Most apt,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so she's done. Let's do Eustacia. I like her having a battle axe. Okay, no weapons. She could deal with the headgear. She doesn't really need MP. That ups her attack and her health. Ooh, it ups her health quite a bit, and she has been dying a shit ton, so... Oh, she doesn't have any armor on. Whoa! We need to get her some... Look at that! Up to 98! Hell yeah! HP 34? Hell yeah, bro! No wonder she's been dying so much. Jeez Louise! Now, she might be able to deal with something that ups her, like, defense over here on the magic and the weaponry. But then I'm gonna lose her movement. Her movement's gonna go down to 4. 4 is pretty good, though. 4 is pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna take her movement away, because 4 is pretty good.
This is your grand total. You won't be
I think 4
disappointed.
is like my minimum. Alright, let's try Griffin here. Thunder Rod, be with the power of thunder. It has a chance. Oh, when attacking, it has a chance of casting Thunder. Change casting fire and chance of casting Blizzard. Ooh. Let's do the ice one since it doesn't seem to matter. No defenses. And I'm assuming we can't hold both. No, we cannot. Okay. Headgear, we can finally give him some headgear. I don't want anything that lowers the MP, so let's give him the red hood as well. He's already got a silken one. So, I don't know why it thinks it's gonna raise it, but it shouldn't be, because he's already wearing that. So we're gonna leave that one alone. His movement is at 4, so it'd be at 3 without the boots, so I'm gonna keep it at 4.
This is your grand total. Most apt.
Okay, let's go Bertram. He's got the Night Slayer bow, which we don't have anything to do. Ooh, they do have shields, though. Round shield would bring it up to 19. Okay, let's do it. we can change his hat. He doesn't care about MP, so he can go down to 10. We might as well give him the big boy headgear. And then, yeah. Ooh, I love giving all these guys health. It's fabulous. 94 and 100. Yep, let's do it, bro. His movement is also at 4, so I don't want
This is your grand. Many thanks.
Then Emmerich. Currently doesn't have any weapons equipped, so we need to be careful about that. This would raise him to 19 physical defense, okay. He can also take a headgear. He can also take a mithril. And we want his battle.
This is your grand. You won't be disappointed.
We'll do Remza. No swords, but we can change his shield, which is great. Ooh, he doesn't have any headgear for him. Apparently he's not allowed to wear the rest of it. Okay. He can't wear most of that gear, and his movement.
This is your grand. Most apt.
And then we have our little Josian girl with the mage masher. She cannot use them. No shields for her either. Upping her MP though is pretty good. So we'll do that. And then it doesn't lower the MP, so we can give her the mithril. She's at 4, so I'm gonna keep
This is your
her
grand. You won't be disappointed.
boots on. And maybe eventually we will use Lavian and everybody. They're not guests. They seem to have joined our party, so go ahead and equip them if they'll let me. Put a nice round shield on. No headgear. And the armor's not better. She's at 3, so we're gonna give her 4.
This is your grand total.
Did you get a 12
It's all to your liking.
Pepsi and a bucket of goldfish crackers as presents? Have a great night, and tomorrow back on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday, Andrew. Have a good night. I'm going to be ending here soon because I'm going to keep with our 3-hour timeline. So 10 p.m. will be 3 hours here in about 7 minutes. But I think I'm going to do one more fight. And I may have gotten Pepsi on stocks for Christmas. I'll never tell. Either way,
Most
have a good
apt,
night,
sir.
Andrew. I'll see you on Wednesday.
May I be of further assistance? Looking to sell.
Alright, we'll sell all the unequipped stuff.
Are you happy with a pleasure doing? Are you happy with you can't say? Are you thank you? Are you happy you can't say?
And these are all equipped.
Are you thank you kindly?
This is not equipped.
Are you happy you can't say?
This is not
Are you
equipped.
happy? Thank you kindly.
Everything else should be equipped.
Are you you can't? Are you thank you? Are you happy you can't say?
4 plumed hats now.
Are you happy? Thank you
Bunch
can't.
of them.
Are you
One
happy you
helm.
can't?
I feel like I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas.
Are you happy?
with
A
the
pleasure doing.
equipment and the armor. 3 leather
Are you happy?
clothes.
Thank you kindly.
1
Are you
chain
happy you
mail.
can't say? Are you happy? Thank you can't.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the battle boots. Raise physical attack power. Okay. Keep all our potions and stuff. That's what I would like to buy. Awesome Phoenix Downs.
May I be of further as by all means.
Can I buy any Phoenix Downs? Oh, Shuriken. Cool. Spins in the air before hitting its target. Alright, well, I want Phoenix Downs. Give me a shit ton, please. I can afford like 20, and I'm going to get 20. I'm going to get more than that. In fact, I'm going to get 30.
Are you happy to
How
any
much?
thanks?
Now I have 30. Haven't encountered anything else besides blindness. We'll go up to 10.
Are you happy? Thank you very much.
And then
Will
we
that
should
be all?
okay
I
for
await.
right now. Alright, so I want to do one more battle before we go to sleep, because we haven't been able to play too much. So let me go ahead and save first.
You want something?
I should probably check everybody's, like,
What is it?
abilities and all that. So, let's see if he's got anything else. 1 117, I don't think gets him anything from night. Nope. 53, 38, 125 might. Anything good? No. 51. Okay. Let's look at him. 86, 96. I gave him shell. Words against magical attacks, because that's kind of his major thing. Kind of want to save though. Ooh, 226 on a black mage. Dang. What does death do? Ravages the vitality of a unit dealing damage equal to its maximum HP to cause an instant KO? Holy shit. That's a big one. Let's save for there too. Thief has steel gill. Okay. Squire. Chemist and knight. Alright. So we'll try him, see if he's got anything good. Think so. 99. 39, 16, 97. Okay. And then the black mage shouldn't have any because we didn't do any like things with him. Stacia we did. Don't think that's enough for night. Ooh, no, she's got parry. Okay, I was gonna say she definitely should learn parry. Black mage abilities, I think I want to save for like a counter if we end up using them. Okay. I think she would have been the only one we used, so she's the only one. Oh, Josian. We technically did use Josian, so. Oh, she's got some high chemist stuff. Okay, these are curing other things. She's got Treasure Hunter on. Prevents equipment from being destroyed or stolen. Allows units to throw items with the items command within a range of 4 tiles. Ooh, I want that. So I'll use High Potion, but I do want to save for that other one. I don't think we need any of the archer abilities. Okay. So yeah, the rest are on Aaron's. Alright, let's save, and then we're gonna do one more. Because I have missed playing this game. Hit save. Alright. Here we go. Because we did this one, right? Because that's where it came from, was the monastery. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Arguay route. Here we go. 4 units. I really wish it could be more. But I guess they give us the guess, so. Alright. Little Josian girl.
Let us begin.
And we'll take
You have my
Bertram.
strength.
I think we're gonna go with our usual crew. And use
Time to
Stacia.
fight.
Yeah, because now we have Phoenix down, so we
Forward.
can actually use them. Oh. Ooh, Chocobo! Are we saving it? Ooh. Oh, I think we are saving it. Poor thing.
I've seldom seen a chocobo so deep in the woods.
An adult-pated bird to wander in this goblin-ridden place.
Ooh, I get to choose? Nah, we're saving him.
Delita once mentioned that wild chocobos were hardier than domesticated breeds. Perhaps we could use it.
You intend to save the creature?
I do.
I'd rather line my purse with gil than feathers.
Fair enough.
Still, it may help us save the princess.
Yes, Agrias, I knew I liked you. Let's fucking go. I love her. She's got rays. Protect the chocobo! We have to protect the chocobo. He's cute.
Right then.
Alright, I'm gonna zoom through. They deal a shit ton of damage, so I'm not worried. Run, chocobo, run! Oh, Chocobos. If a unit stops on a tile containing a chocobo, be it an ally or a special unit, that unit can ride the chocobo around the battlefield. A chocobo with a rider suffers no damage and provides considerable extra mobility to the riding unit, both of which may be used to your advantage. We can ride a chocobo. I'm excited. They're so cute. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna run right in. Let's fucking go. Oops. Because I want to save the chocobo. Evasive stance, and we want to face this way, I think. Yeah, because my back's against the tree. We want to keep her alive, so I'm gonna put her up here. Because she can actually do Phoenix down now. Oh! And apparently black magic, too. Did I get one of the mages killed? Oh well, it's fine. Because I don't think she could do that earlier. Oh, maybe I took the wrong one. It's all show. I'm gonna put him in the high ground. Evasive as well. We're gonna move her to be stepping in too. We could try to get a protect off. Can she stand with those two? Does her movement let her go over here? Yeah, but she won't get both of them. Okay. We could go in the hole. That's funny. No, we'll go here. And we'll do an evasive. Alright, here we go. 24, okay. It's not bad. Ooh, cloak evasion. That must have been what we saw from the enemies in the other battle. It's interesting that they're giving me that percentage as like a cloak evasion. No, don't hurt the chocobo. We gotta get up there. We gotta get up there fast, bro. I'm going. Can I even a hit from here? I don't think I can hit down with my attack. Oh, I can. Ha! Take that, bro. We're coming, chocobo. I'm coming.
Onward.
Onward indeed. I don't necessarily want to put her in the front. She does have black magic. So Stacey's gonna move, I think. Can I hit him up here? Not quite, but I can hit here. Target that tile. Move Bertram out of the way so he can hit people and not my own guys. Thank you very much. I think we go for him. Stacia can move and get up here. Oops. Alright, well that works too. He's running. He's running. He's moving. Okay, that's fine. Thunder's gonna go off. Deal damage to the guy up there, which is good. Ooh, something didn't work. The chocobo gets to go. Cutie. Aww. Love it. He's gonna go for Bertram. Okay. Bertram's alive still, it's fine. Cafeterian can kill some people. Okay. Marias can kill some people. Nice. Don't kill my chocobo. Okay, chocobo's still alive. And he's getting out of there. Alright, so I can have Eustacia deal with him. I'm gonna run up behind this guy and attack him. Because we want to do some damage now. Facing this way. There's no great spot for black magic, so I'm actually gonna run her up. Because maybe she can ride the chocobo. A healer on a chocobo, I love it. We're gonna evasive stance.
No time to waste.
We want to get him out of here, but to where he can still hit. Depends who these two are. Hold on. That guy and that guy. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not got the guy who would kill him going before him, then he's chill. Right, deal that damage. Stacia is gonna kill this dude. So that the Chocobo is safe. Nice. Alright. That makes sense. Not worried about him. Yep, he's gonna go for Gafgarian. They don't deal that much damage compared to the other guys we've been fighting. Oh, she ran out of the way. Okay, that's fine. Josie and parried, we love that. I guess she really wants Eustacia to ride her? Yeah. Maybe a chemist can't ride a chocobo? I don't know. I can get up to this dude, so I'm gonna... We're gonna do some attacking. Thank you very much.
I must grow strong.
Victory awaits.
I guess, yeah, okay. Well, then we'll just move next to the little guy and we'll just hit him with whatever weapon we got. Boop. Little knife. We'll move him maybe here? We might be able to hit this guy. Oh yeah, we can. Let's do our aim again. Okay. Hi, Kimberly! Kimberly, I don't know if you know, but we have moved our live streaming time to earlier in the day. So after this fight, we are going to be ending our live stream. But I'm so glad you're here, Kimberly. It's so good to see you. I always appreciate you being here. We're trying to ride the chocobo right now, and I'm gonna. Look how cute! He's adorable! Yes, Kimberly, hello! I hope you're doing well. Yes.
I have you.
Paladin.
Leave it to me.
Saving this chocobo from these goblins. Cute little bird. Kind of looks like a giant chicken. You can ride on the giant chicken. It's adorable. We're almost done. Because this is not a very hard fight compared to what we're used to. Yeah, saving him. We do not let the animals get hurt in our reign. Absolutely not. Go ahead and wait. We got this little guy to kill. Little blade damage. Oh, he's been silenced. Nice. We'll move this guy out of the way so he can hit. This is an archer. Okay, good.
I won't lose.
Oh, dismount and move versus move. Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna move. And we will wait here. Yay, giant chicken. Nice. Thank you, Agrias, for the cure. That's very sweet. We love her. She's fabulous. He can't even kill Josian, so I'm not worried about it. See if Ramsey can reach him. Not quite. So we'll just wait. And Josian's gonna attack because she's still right here. There we go. He countered, but we parried because Josian's a boss. Love Josian. We're gonna move him a little closer so that he can hit properly. Alright, kill! Evaded! Jeez Louise. Okay, but we can reach him with the chocobo. Alright. Nice, okay.
Better than ever.
We saved the chocobo. I love it.
It seems well enough.
Yes.
A lucky one, this. Let's hope it's got a sense of gratitude, eh?
Yay! Victory is yours! I love it. Aww. I'm glad we saved him. Does he get added to our party? New party member! A new unit wishes to join your party! We are not refusing the chocobo. Boko can join us. Yes, we are winning. Yes, we did do it, Dadley. Bokos, join your party! Aww. Aww. He's so cute. I love him. Alright, I want to see what he does. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. He can wear equipment? Oh, non-human units cannot change equipment or abilities. Okay. Well, he's cute nonetheless. He's level 10. Damn. So he has a Choco beak. Pecs with an enormous beak to attack an adjacent unit. Okay. Vertical range of 2. Love that. Choco Cure. With an invigorating flap of the wings, restores HP to the caster and to adjacent units. So he heals himself. Plus units next to him. Ooh. Okay, I love him. His only job is to be a chocobo. Aww. And those are the only 2 things he can do. He's got swim and counter, though. That's so cute. I love him. Well, that's adorable. So let me go over and save. Miss you too, Kimberly. It was good to see you before we ended stream here. I'm glad you were able to stop by. All right, my friends. That is the end of stream for tonight. Let me close this out. As a reminder, we now stream at 7 p.m. EST for Mondays and Wednesdays. At least that's the plan. We'll see if we stick to it. I'm going to go through and thank everybody who was here tonight. I don't think we're going to raid out, but let me see if there is it, because we're at a different time. So there could be people to raid too. Let me see, because it's not as late as we usually are. Let me see if there's anybody to raid to while we're here. Because you never know. We are at a different time now. Yes, there could be Rythen. That's why I'm like, Okay. Oh, Archie Lex is playing Buckshot Roulette. So maybe we'll raid to him. If you guys don't know the game Buckshot Roulette, it's actually a lot of fun. It's, I want to say an indie game, but it's one of those ones that's kind of like Inscription, where you're fighting against somebody else. But you have like guns because it's buckshot, and so you're kind of playing like Russian roulette, but in that weird Inscription style. So we'll go ahead and do that. If it'll let me, because now I gotta refresh the page. Okay, there we go. Thank you to everyone who was here with me tonight. I appreciate y'all joining me for our newest stream, our first stream in 2036. Yay! So I'm gonna go through and thank everybody while we do this. Thank you to Rythen for being here to tell us about your game. Thank you to Dadley, as always, and Kimberly, and Andrew, and Fox Daddy. We got to have a huge conversation with Fox Daddy. Alex telling us all about Warframe. Gal and TK for stopping in. Theta for letting me talk about Campaign 4, because we have a whole nother week without it. Oh my god. And everybody else who stopped by, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you Wednesday. Okay? See you Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. That's it. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Goodbye. Happy 2026.